Why? No one. Ding.
Looking at you, Fanta.
They're technically the Coca-Cola company.
I know.
Because Fanta was invented in World War II by the Germans. Because they couldn't get access to the rest of the supplies to make Coca-Cola.
Yep.
And it's the only good thing that came out of that period during them.
Except for a bunch of racist jokes.
That's not good.
That's
not a good thing.
I-S-E.
Fantastic. It's pretty good for me.
Oh, you're terrible. Obviously, seeing as what I walked in on, you freaking nail. I
didn't have that up the whole friggin' time. That'd just be so effed up.
So just when I was looking, huh?
Yeah, literally. I literally switched that right when you walked over.
Actually, that would make it so...
Nobody knows what we're talking about.
Wonderful. It's as bad as you think it is.
It's very, very
for anybody.
bad.
For the archive.
And if Lexi's watching, it's our Discord.
Oh, that's who sent it.
Actually, I sent that.
Oh. Why? Plans related.
I burned his eyes out.
Oh. Too bad we're out of bleach.
Sneaking by you to get some water.
Put the soda right there.
Yeah, that's not the same.
Anyhow, last session, they finally got the combat that they were wishing for ages in the entire session. And one person was killed twice.
Yay!
How screwed would I be if her family found out I was the one who killed her the second time? That doesn't sound good.
You'll find out.
What?
You'll find out.
No.
This is not what I was looking
Bastard.
for.
Why are you writing them and putting them in an envelope?
Because I'll use the envelope later when I feel like casting them.
What did you see him do? You say, I cast all of these spells!
Yes, I'm going to throw spell casting.
One second. Count it. Count the spell. Count it.
One's root beer.
I already have some.
Oh, okay.
Woman,
I feel
you
like you
can
might want
save the
some.
can for later.
I cleaned up this table a little bit.
Would you mind moving, like finding a space just over that way for the bag, so we can clear off that? Wow, English. Strong suit.
See, now it's stuck in your heads.
Fuck you.
Why were you playing Smash Mouth?
Awesome.
Hey, Derek, sing what you were singing.
If I can remember it.
Hell no.
I don't remember it.
Am I in trouble? My character in danger of dying from disgruntled.
Yes.
Please tell me that the assassins hired you not to be them. That'd be hilarious. So how'd you die? You got off by my teammates? Wow.
Alright.
Yeah, they got haggard.
You... you are touching a pulsating beacon that you've just deactivated.
Alright.
Taking it with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, what's the most effective way to...
Just open the bottle. It's worse when you just let it... Just crack it open. Come on.
May I?
Yeah.
I can hear that, like, very well.
It's more fun to irritate
You want to
you,
see my
Zach.
character sheet?
I don't know why it's so fun to irritate you, Zach, but it just is.
4. I leveled it up. I just didn't fix the 3.
Hold up, I just didn't change the 3 to a 4.
What is currently in this world the most effective material to block radio frequencies?
Lead, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Is it still lead?
Yeah, probably.
Do I have a supply of lead?
Well, lead, and then there's a really rare material.
We don't have a really rare
But-
material.
Yeah, we don't have that.
We don't have access to that.
I would like to find some lead and a box, and then make a shielded thing.
Get us up there.
Trying to attempt to line the box with lead.
Yes.
With the tools that we have available.
I'm on an entire planet with access to its entire network and survivors who are indebted to me and you and him
Yep. And her.
and the dead one.
And the dead one.
So I think I can find someone to do it for me.
But you do realize the beacon is deactivated, right?
Yes, I would like it to stay that way. I'm not sure how it activated the first time. It could be the body that was in the ship that we then killed, but I'm not sure about that, and I'd like to make sure that it doesn't activate and mess with us.
I'm going to assume it's a Baldur's Gate style thing where a guy was sent to leave this beacon here. Except in Baldur's Gate, the guy died.
Well, in this one, he died too!
Yeah, he was probably one of the tens of thousands of cursed.
Yes, the one that was standing inside the ship when we got to the ship.
Yeah.
That was probably him.
Yeah.
But I would like to make sure that A, none of us accidentally activate it, or B, we have a way to contain it. I feel like that's a pretty reasonable precaution.
I just
Yes,
rolled a
no.
19, a 20, and a 20. I think it's going to be a good session.
No, you've just wasted all your good rolls.
It's my die.
Yeah, you can still waste your good rolls.
We're all going to hell now. You wasted all the good rolls.
Oh, I thought this was a one-armed.
Well, Thanos is going to appear and attack our ship.
I was thinking of like the Monty Python.
Wrong universe.
Movie, where
Entirely.
Where
No one
the
ever said that it wasn't.
knight with this type of armor got his arm cut off.
Oh, yeah.
I had it from the back, so I just saw the. I didn't see that his arm was
that part,
broken.
or
So
that
I was like,
galaxy yet.
is that a Monty Python reference? Tis but a scratch.
See, look, our dice are almost exactly the same.
Come back here and I'll punch any caps off.
We make Christmas.
Fuck yeah! Christmas in April. Fuck.
Like, exactly the opposite part of the year.
I know.
Well, you say that, but it's pretty close to Easter, which has a similar focus.
Except we worship a bunny instead of a fat man.
And it's an appropriated pagan holiday, but still.
Do you know why
Christmas
it's a pagan
too?
holiday?
Yeah, both of them were.
Do you know
Both those
why it's
are-
a pagan holiday?
Yeah, Christmas is an appropriated pagan holiday.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're still on the planet's surface. And
Am I able to acquire a lead-lined box?
anyone want to recap the
Big enough
last session?
for he did, as far as I'm aware.
Oh, okay.
Am I able to acquire a lead-lined box big enough for the transmitter?
And to answer your question, that was last time.
So, for you are in a warehouse. I will let you do a survival check.
Survival. Can I assist?
One of you may assist,
I'll assist. him.
Except for the dead one.
except for Friedi, who's currently dead.
That'd be only a...
You throw
13.
with advantage.
Oh wait, never mind. I forgot that that's now -1. So that'd be a 10.
Did you roll with
I
advantage?
rolled with advantage. I rolled a 3 and an 11. Forgetting that I currently have my wisdom lowered.
Apparently, there's no lead in this entire, like, city.
Yeah, there's lead. It's
Lead
just
is fallen
sheets
out
of...
of popularity pretty well in most civilized places
Due to the poisoning factor?
due to the fact that it's toxic.
I figured.
Okay.
You find a really beat up old crate that's about the right size. It might have lead paint.
Okay.
It's better than that.
Well, it's better than nothing.
It's just an old steel crate with some...
I'll carry Friedi's body with the
White.
mech and
Fantastic.
the crate.
Okay.
Is our ship big enough to have, cargo holds?
The appropriated ship or the original ship?
We don't have the original ship.
I'm well aware. It is coming back though.
The ship that... The blob ship?
The one that we currently have.
The one that we currently have
Well, we
access
could
to.
take the Bob ship.
You
It
have
has
access to
keys,
two.
we
You have
don't know where the keys
the
are.
first ship that came to the planet with the scout, and then there is the freighter that you are currently on.
We don't have the keys though.
We have him.
Keys.
Yeah, but we need keys and the hacking ability. That's what he said last time. No? It was just...
I never said you couldn't do it, I said you couldn't do it quickly. It would take time.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Spoofing an ID takes time.
Well, unless you already have most of the source code down, then you just change a few things in it. I think. So you want to just hack this ship too?
I can hack anything.
Zach? Is
Roll
he
it
allowed
out.
to?
I will
You
assist.
can attempt.
Natural 20.
Oh, okay.
So, as you pop open, so you go, and where usually the main computer access panel is to actually get into physical wiring of it, you pop open the thing, and as you do, there is an instruction manual and a reset key.
It's like, I know how ships work. Just like follow the instruction manual and reset it.
It's really easy. It's pretty much idiot proof, and this is the standard.
Well, we
this is the
have
standard
Josh.
place that they tell you to remove from the ship before actually going anywhere and put into a safe location, so this doesn't happen. It just was left there.
So someone was an idiot.
They just never. It's not all that
They left
uncommon to
their
find.
spare key in the car.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
In the exact same place where all manufacturer puts them.
Oh god. That's worse. Spare key being in the car, that's like a forgivable thing. But like, in the same place, the whole instruction manual to the car and how to make your own freaking key. You know? Like... Okay, so we do that. So now we have 2 ships. That means I don't have to carry anything back. So we just need to go in and put Friedi in the crate in the ship, Bob's ship. Derek, you can fly Bob's ship because you're partially a pilot.
Partially, he is a pilot.
Not cheap.
Yeah, I've had a few weeks of pilot training. What could possibly cover?
You've got more pilot experience than I have communications experience. People are still
That's
mocking
probably
me.
True.
People are still
I'll
mocking
take the
me.
mech and go back with whoever we
So
have
I
left
also
alive.
have lowered stats.
Actually, we should
from
probably put those
curse,
guys in the ship.
Which
Yeah.
my computer didn't save it.
This
But I think
planet's
it was
dead.
like twice, so am I also still?
It would be cleared
It would be clear.
with
Okay.
you eventually. We'll get to that.
So we put all the rest of the survivors that we have in the ship and we fly them back to the base. And I walk with the mech back to the base, killing anything in my path.
Alright, it's pretty easy. They
Don't
seem to be
kill
much
everything
more
in your path.
disorganized.
Just block.
No, I'm just gonna kill them all.
It's much more disorganized. They no longer seem to be working together. Some are actively fighting each other, and there's
Yeah, this is easy.
and this seems to be spreading, where they are churning against each other and shredding themselves.
I'll probably run out of ammo and grenades by the time I get to the place.
Yeah, pretty much. If you're actively just clearing the roads as much as possible.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
There's a few hiccups where you have to push a car or two or a bus out of the way, but other than that, you make it back to them much later than the ship.
You know what this is time for?
I rode with him.
A
if I can, on
a
his
somber
shoulder.
celebration. We need some alcohol.
Vodka.
Vodka.
We need a few kegs of vodka. And we can get our alcohol tolerance high enough that we don't have to.
Things
We
always
don't have to get naughty
disappear.
anymore.
What? This?
Yes.
They're mine.
It is mine now. Alright. You set down on the dam, and as the back ramp opens up for those of you who took the ship, which I believe is Derek.
Was I able to ride with him?
Yeah, you could ride him. It's a big mech.
I helped shoot things.
So the deck lowers, and although you cannot hear it, you see them celebrating. You cannot hear it because
This is why we need the alcohol.
They probably already have alcohol. This is a military fallback position.
The rum is gone.
Actually, that's technically contraband.
They would still have it, just quietly.
Yeah,
Trust me.
that's fair.
actually not as much bad as you think. Especially during times of post-apocalyptia.
Yeah, nobody's gonna care if you have alcohol. It's post-apocalyptic.
As long as you're sober enough to do your job, nobody gives a shit. But yeah. As it's slowed down, one of them comes up to you, Derek, pulling you along, and like, yeah, and you just can't hear what he's saying.
Yeah.
There's literally engines about 5 feet away from you, running and spooling down, so it's still too loud.
The engines.
It takes a little bit, but
Yeah.
eventually you can start hearing him. It's like, so,
What? What did he say?
so.
You didn't get
That's how he
anything
ends
he
the
said.
sentence. That's all he got.
Sorry, what was that?
What was it?
There was,
Don't show it to them, please. Please
there
don't.
was some sort of beacon transmitting a signal to all of these things, making them
Bad that would be
act as one unit.
So it was technological.
It was.
John! You're only 50!
They all knew that would happen.
That's why he wanted to know. He wanted his 50.
Yeah! Anyway, he runs off. The general walks past the guy who's just like, oh! And just kind of laughs like at least they're in high spirits now.
Too bad they don't have high spirits.
I think the lab people.
By the time I come back and get out of the mech, I'm just be like, "Where's the alcohol?"
Hey, not so loud. You just gotta walk up and ask.
I don't care.
I walk up to the first person who looks actually drunk. Hey, where's the alcohol?
Just down, you go talk to the lab people. They're diluting the cleaning stuff and adding some
They're
stuff.
drinking cleaning supplies. What?
They added some stuff and it tastes really good.
Fantastic.
They're drinking bleach.
Drinking bleach!
So it's not bleach, it's close to the isopropic alcohol.
That's almost worse.
I know! Through proper uses, you can synthesize it into just pure alcohol. Pure ethanol, so... And the scientists, so they're celebrating via using the cleaning solutions to get ethanol.
They're drinking the cleaning locker, guys.
Yeah. It's really fucking strong. There is definitely some
Also, we
weird
need to
ass
go to the-
solution available.
We need to go to the scientists to figure out how we can get this reversed.
Hands you a bottle of clear liquid.
That would actually be the clerics and the
It's
temples.
rubbing alcohol.
Pretty much. It's not far off.
If rubbing alcohol fixes outside boo-boos, then drinking alcohol fixes inside boo-boos.
No, it fixes emotional boo-boos.
See, actually, the effect you want to remove would be something to go to the temples and the clerics about.
Well, we still ask the scientists because we don't have any clerics or temples around here. I really doubt a chaplain survived this.
Well, so do I.
Well, the chaplain's aide survived.
He's got the ability to bless people into clerics.
Well, he pretends to.
Basically.
If they believe hard enough, it comes true.
It has no effect. He just blesses them with no effect.
Well, Derek, if they believe hard enough, faith magic.
Well, it's not faith magic, it's divine magic, it's different.
Oh, that's true.
Talking with the few scientists around, most of them are closer to chemists or engineers.
Not
than-
biology people.
No, those guys didn't make it.
Of course they didn't make
There's
it.
like
We're
one,
studying
but
them.
There's like one, but he specializes in botany.
I'm gonna poke it with a stick.
Wow, he looks dead! Oh, wow! And so they have increased strength, but only in numbers. Wow!
Yeah, that's how I pictured that going down.
You keep
so
asking
now that we
about...
have these ships, is there any way we can get off the planet?
Yeah, we could also make contact off the planet.
Yeah, you start working on making contact. I'll start seeing if we can fit everyone in the ships.
Okay, take me back to the place that we set on fire by accident.
What place did we set on fire?
We took
That's
off...
a good point. We set the only place with interstellar communications on fire.
Yeah.
There's no interstellar communication anymore.
Can we do
chance.
interstellar? Can we boost the ship's communication to interstellar?
No.
No, probably can't boost it that great. You need very specific things for
If we
interstellar
could find a wizard,
communication.
we might be able to use a message.
It would be pretty common practice to have a ground side communications have a
Just in
orbital
case.
booster. And that's what you were in contact originally with.
All right.
Fantastic.
So
So we can
let's
do
get
that.
that going. YouTube would probably do that just so you can.
Yep.
You're the most technologically advanced. I just work with engineering, so that's not going to help you. So how many people can we fit in these two ships?
Tap into Mission Critical Communications channel.
About 100. What's
How many people do we have?
We don't
With
have to-
all the
we've had
reports
many problems.
over the radios that are now open, a lot more than 100.
We need to go commandeer more ships from those hangars.
No, we just
There
need to
were
gather
no
the
other
people.
ships.
There are no other ships?
We just need to
This
gather...
is not a spacefaring species yet.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go gather up all the people.
Let's gather them all into one place, barricade it, and treat it like a normal zombie invasion.
Yeah.
Zombie invasion apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
Zombie invasion.
Zombie
that
invasion.
sounds a whole lot worse than
I'm gonna get some.
apocalypse.
I'm gonna get some guys.
Well, that's what happens when you're the second nation to have the zombie apocalypse.
It's true.
It's a zombie invasion.
Zombie
subway.
invasion.
So you have
I'm
a little
gonna
more time
get
to
some
prepare,
guys
actually.
and
It's better.
get some cars, and we're gonna go to the other place and start rounding people up.
I start getting coordinates from all of these people.
Give me a persuasion check to as you contact it, and some are very reluctant to leave their perfectly safe hidey holes, as they feel. Especially now that they're even less of a threat than previously.
+4 instead of +6. Screw you. That'd be a 9.
You get like...
I'm not asking you to leave. I'm not asking you. I just need to know where you are, so we don't accidentally cause harm to you. Is that all right? I'm not gonna. We might send someone to talk to you to make sure you got supplies, but we're not asking you to leave.
Yeah. You look just like before. You still fuck. No, stop! No, dying! Yes, Jimmy's occupied otherwise. We are at. And then she gives her address. Ma, you don't tell people that!
I write it down, trying not to laugh my ass off. Apologize to Timmy for me.
He'll be fine.
Oh, you.
You behave yourself, mister. These are good people. Okay, Ma.
So as he gets coordinates from all these people, I'm gonna start like going around to each of them.
Am I also able to get like numbers for how many people are where?
Roughly.
Okay.
Left inside the city, you get roughly about... What was it? 1,500?
Okay. Cool.
It's a large city, so that's not very much.
Yeah.
That's
Well, I'm
less
just
than
like
10%.
I'm just putting down pins.
Less than 1%.
About.
It's not a good number, but I'm just putting down pins on the map for
They're very spread out.
survivors.
There's a couple of clumps, but not many.
Yeah. Kind of notarize.
We've marked it down on your galaxy map whenever you're ready.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite shop in the Citadel.
Just a second, gotta go dance.
So I'm just going to place to place, just checking up on everybody, and whoever wants to come with us back to this place, they can. I'm trying to basically centralize people into main big locations.
Yeah. Like hospitals, schools, some place that we can gather them all together.
Like even if they're not all in one place, at least they're in central locations.
Just groups. I'm gonna send. Anytime that you do go, I'm gonna try and send at least 1 or 2 armed guards with you to see.
Yeah,
if
we're
you-
taking like a convoy and going to each one.
Well, I figure.
Yeah.
Well,
After a couple days of gathering as many people who are willing to leave, or gathering as many people who are willing to be gathered, you get a boosted signal.
From our ship.
S13, do you copy?
You recognize the IP address.
So glad to hear you guys. We copy. Sorry, that was unprofessional. My apologies.
Acknowledge. Stand by for... what the fuck did they name this guy? Stand by for debriefing and gather yourselves into a location separated from local populace.
How far separated?
Just get an empty room.
Fantastic. I do grab her body too, and then these two. I go to. I need this for a little bit. Guys, we're gathering.
I'm reluctant to leave the ship, but I do.
We just need to go to one spot. So if you want to, we can meet in the ship. We can't meet in your bag. We meet in the ship.
That'd be funny.
We all jump into the mech.
Hello, sir!
I don't think the mech's quite that big.
It's not, that's the point. So we go into the ship that Derek's in.
Have you segmented yourselves away from the populace?
Yeah.
We have.
Alright, we've got a report from a ambassador sent with you guys. A bunch of children
And women.
Just children. We just sent children.
Oh, just children?
We just said children.
And a class of children.
We got a report from kids.
Basically,
Here's the
classic.
We sent in the fleet. We're gonna bomb this place to oblivion.
These kids. If this is the offspring they produce, we need to kill them all.
It's an entire planet of anti-vaxxers.
So, copy? What? Repeat?
You're going to be forwarded to Vice Admiral Seki Lin for...
Vice Admiral? Holy shit.
Yeah.
They probably did send a fleet.
Repeat?
You're about to be forwarded to Vice Admiral Seki Lin. Be prepared for a full debriefing. I hope you have drinks.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Are you ready?
I get the rubbing alcohol. It's gonna be so
I'm assuming you
bad.
brought with you. I'm assuming at least both of you already had drinks. Yeah, we're ready.
Probably.
Alright. Transferring now. Forward squad, S13, do you copy?
We copy.
This is Vice Admiral. We're on our way. What's the situation?
Currently, there is just a whole bunch of cursed people that have caused themselves to be mindless and are attacking both other mindless creatures and also anything that moves, really.
That's not how it started, though.
We were able to get the worst of it, which was they were gathering together in groups and attacking only things that were living, and we were able to stop that, but currently we have... I don't even got a number for it.
Around 2,000.
2,000?
Around 2,000, yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
We
because
only have 1,500 survivors.
Yeah, but that's with outside the base that we were just in.
You guys are talking about two different things.
I'm talking about how many cursed there are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like 2,000. Hold up.
Cursed, there's like close to 2 million.
There's about 2 million cursed
This
individuals.
is a lot less than it was.
I'm not sure how you want to handle those. As for survivors, in the metropolitan area, there was only about 1,500. We've managed to gather them into groups. There are a couple of scattered, but other than that,
And they're ready for
they should be easier to extract.
Have you made contact with any other cities?
Haven't been able to.
Nope.
No, we've not made contact.
Communications have
We
been
just
blocked.
barely got communications up.
We just recently got communications up within the last 12 hours or so.
So you're saying situation has de-escalated.
Yes.
Significantly.
That's good to know. That's good to hear.
How
Glad
many
you think
ships are
so.
waiting outside the gravity well?
A whole war fleet.
we were transferred to a vice admiral. He's probably right up there.
Oh yeah, he is. He's either on the way.
Not far away. He's about 2 days away now.
We're still gonna need to firebomb.
Well.
We're still gonna need to firebomb this planet.
We could quarantine it and start.
We'll just be like the Covenant. Burn it till its surface is but glass.
Exterminatus.
We could quarantine the city, gather all the remaining survivors, and then just start remove cursing people. Yeah, they either die while quarantined or get remove cursed, and either way. But that gives the population a greater chance of survival, depending upon what
the napalm?
resources. Yes, greater than napalm, or nukes, or giant orbital lasers, for that matter.
Yes,
Okay.
please, giant orbital.
Blast the city. Blast the planet.
It's good to hear that you've retained. I can't speak.
He's having a stroke.
He's turning into a ghost!
It's good to hear you were able to get a grip on the situation. We're about 2 days out. 2 standard days.
I'm just gonna fucking kill him
About 20 hours.
while he's coming.
Restock and.
We're about 40 hours out.
Alright, we do have the device that initially caused the worst of the problems. I'm hoping that once we get it back to you guys, the Navy, that we can get it looked into by both scientists and
And we get
others.
reverse engineers and probably
Reverse engineer. Or hell, just engineer it so we know, so we can control.
Is it contained?
Yes. Somewhat.
It's in a box. It's in a steel crate.
It's in a steel crate with what I believe to be lead-based paint. I plan to look into that further.
It is not secure.
Shut up!
Well, I
Box
don't
will do.
know.
Little kids are playing with it. Totally see that happening.
That's why it's in a box!
That's why you got rid of the kids.
Yeah, but that was more
sounds
kids.
worse.
That sounds like we took him out back and shot him.
We took care of the kids.
Honey, look away. Have you guys seen that ASDF? Apple. Hey, Apple. Honey, look away.
Hey guys, look at my new camera. Oh wait, this isn't the camera.
You'll never take me alive.
Fantastic stuff.
Anyway. Expect reinforcement then. Admiral out.
Roger.
Vice Admiral out.
No, he's Admiral now.
He's giving himself a promotion.
Bang! Admiral out.
Oh, the Admiral's busy.
They're signing the 5th.
I'm assuming that
Admiral
they
is,
transferred back to the
yes,
original
sir.
person. Or does the entire comm just shut down?
You do get Chancellor back. Alright. I need to report for any casualties and or
We have one casualty.
We have one casualty, at least in the forward crew. Also, how many ships are coming?
about 7.
Damn. What? These are like
Size of 7.
Maybe.
3 support fleet. 3 support fleet, 3 cruisers, and a heavy carrier.
Holy shit.
Like I said, I sent
Flagship.
the 5th fleet.
That's the flagship for
Because
the
3
Vice
of them
Admiral.
are filled with fighters.
Oh god.
Heavy carriers also can hold like about 60 tons of nuclear arsenal.
Who?
We're gonna glass this planet!
I'm glad
60
that
tons isn't that much of a nuclear
It
arsenal.
won't.
It is enough to wipe off of a country, though.
It won't glass a planet. We need Covenant-based lasers for that.
I'm glad to know that the threat was
Need to work
taken
on
seriously.
We are. Who was your
And you, shipmaster,
Who
just
was your,
glassed half a continent.
who was your casualty?
Friedi, the commander.
Wait.
Private.
Private.
Private second
Would you-
class, right?
Would you confirm this Friedi's last name?
I don't
What's
think
your
she
last
ever
name
told
again?
any of us.
Psyche. Pretty Psyche.
You
We still have the body, though.
There'll be a shuttle in 2 hours. Put the body on it.
We're so
Guys, we're in trouble.
What, you didn't think that already?
Keep
Oh,
the
I knew
officer
that.
pin. Keep the officer pin.
No, yeah, I pinned it.
So, you would know her family's one of basically royalty.
They don't know I have the pin. No one knows I have the pin. It's only
No,
him.
but you would recognize the family name. It's not a small family.
Yeah.
It's like-
they easily have access.
I
to
checked the notes that I took off her body to be able to find her last name. Friedi Psyche.
It's a well-known name.
I can.
That's fine.
I've been bitching, but I've been bitching for a reason.
At least I have a signet ring. And also a scroll of pedigree.
Can we? Oh, no, it's credits. Dang.
Yep, we can't take your money.
Do nothing.
Hey, what a
Juice goes to the nearest ATM, drains her bank.
I was tempted to do it.
About 2 hours later, honing in any position, there is a very nondescript shuttle landing right next to you.
How did it get in the hang? I'm not gonna ask.
Just
It has a
light
garage.
masked
It has a
white
garage door opener.
soldier.
I hand him body.
I'm assuming we never talk about this, right? Fantastic.
So,
What was there to
If she
talk about?
asks and remembers it, she was knocked unconscious for a period.
She wouldn't remember when she was cursed.
Exactly. But if she remembers being in that battle, she got knocked unconscious.
Technically, she
Right,
did
right.
die and then
Okay.
became cursed.
You think they wouldn't tell me that I died?
No, they wouldn't.
Your family has too much reputation for that. They wouldn't admit
If
to your
you
death.
if you let it slip to your family that you died, do you know what hell would come down?
We're already fucked.
Yeah.
the next couple days
You're
are
gonna hire to knock
very...
yourselves off.
Well, the day after is a day of
We're
oh god,
experienced with
why
not
did we
getting
drink that? Hangovers.
Yeah! Let's touch alcohol, and I'm still sticking with it.
It's a good thing I didn't drink anything then.
I don't
I
think
took
I
one
won.
shot
My constitution
and then
is
was like,
20.
wow.
Did you drink it?
That's something.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a hell of a hangover. It's not. Oh, maybe you don't. No. It's bad. A few of them literally cannot get out of bed. It's so bad.
You drank poison.
It's
Wow.
it's like 180 proof.
That's poison. Alcohol is poison.
It's
Rubbing
only
alcohol.
Holy shit.
Rubbing alcohol is almost
7%.
literal poison.
Yeah, I know.
200 proof. It's just straight alcohol.
Holy shit.
I think. Yeah. So
How the fuck?
I thought we
decided
weren't
get him
supposed to
to
like
drink
him
this?
near alcohol.
I took one.
Or
shot, that was it.
explosives.
Or explosives.
I'm getting better.
No
I am
one-
fire
no one
retarded
knows
though.
He had explosives. No one knows.
I got rid of
I
them.
gave him
They're gone.
grenades.
No. Those I use those.
except for your combat logs. Shit. You think your combat's not logged? You have a recording device worn at all times.
It was a
You can talk to
necessary
each other.
thing. It was a necessary risk.
Well, I hope they don't listen to mine, otherwise they're going to become deaf.
Maybe.
Turn the now turning to.
So what's the plan?
They basically checked yours out.
No. They saved it for the interrogations. We have something we need you to listen to.
So, a couple days later, you're given coordinates on landing for a pickup shuttle for specifically your squad.
Okay.
when it opens, a group of black armored individuals.
Dibs.
Wow. Didn't know you
Can
were
they
into
jump
that.
high? Can they play basketball well?
No. These are shame.
It's just stick of shame.
No, did you not watch the early seasons? They had a bell and they went ding ding ding. Shame. Ding ding ding. Shame.
We need one of those, but it's
Bring
mostly
out your dead!
Bring out your dead!
Yeah,
No,
we
we
brought
didn't.
out
I
our
don't know what
dead.
you're
Now
talking
it's
about.
everyone else's turn. We have to let them know.
And they all
and they're all deaf.
Squadron S13. I'm afraid you need to come with us.
We're fucked. I literally say that.
Are you going to kill us?
You need to come with us.
No, we have an interview
First, I'm
with
gonna hand you
Freddy's
these
parents.
I go with them,
The scroll of pedigree,
but I
and
keep
the
my
signet
pistol
ring.
hidden.
I
I
first
keep my
returned it.
pistol hidden. They
I
can
make
take
sure
my other
these
gun,
are
but they can't-
undamaged.
Well, they don't care if you're holding guns or weapons. They just need you to come with them.
I first returned those two things.
I keep my weapon
'Cause
hot.
I don't want them to think that I was attempting to steal them. Due to the fact I was being recorded the entire time.
You realize they heard all of our conniving plans to steal her stuff?
No, I was making sure that these are undamaged.
You don't still have that.
I know.
Just saying.
I left it on the roof.
Yeah, and it exploded because you detonated satchel charges around it. Thank God.
I'll find another one.
Coxville. I caused them.
So you brought up off the shuttlecraft. As you get off the shuttle, weapons are taken from you.
I keep my knife.
They remove it from me and it disappears.
You don't have your knife.
Damn.
They know where you keep your stuff. Because they showed you where to keep it.
I don't need a gun to kill people.
I don't either with a strength of 18. I can just punch them.
I never summoned my gun in front of them. I wasn't intending
Sneak
to.
attack.
So, there's that.
Can Derek use a punch as a sneak
You
attack?
can't. It has to be dexterity based.
True.
That'd be
It has
hilarious.
to be finesse.
Just be a first level
Anyway,
monk.
you are brought into a small briefing room, and after about an hour and a half of you guys sitting on your asses and doing nothing,
Are there nuts to eat?
there's nothing. You're sitting behind a blank table in pretty hardbacks chairs.
I'm not sitting
So
down.
it's-
I'm pacing.
I'm like all properly scooted in and everything. I look like I'm about to have a very pleasant conversation with a
I'm
look of
just kind
terror.
of leaning back.
All different kinds of people.
A human walks in bearing the stars of a
Ballooning?
then salute and then be told to be at ease.
He ballooted.
I believe
There's a looting and the bowing at the same time.
I saluted.
Of all the people to send, why the fuck did they send her?
I'm not entirely sure, sir.
We don't even know why they put her with two criminals.
We're fairly
Let alone.
we're fairly certain that they were actually just sending us, and she was just the one.
Do you
in
know
charge.
how much shit we've gotten because of you guys' actions now?
We just saved a whole planet.
Well, to be fair, I tried to save her during that last battle, but it didn't work.
We endeavored to save her as best as we
His
could.
chest.
Huh?
Hey, I'm the only one that healed her.
That's fair.
After she was cursed, she was cursed.
You realize we have the resources to remove such afflictions.
So you want us to keep her alive as cursed and bring her back?
We determined
Was
that
it-
for the safety of the mission, we could not take a disease such as that off the planet. It would be
We
unsafe
had
to
no-
all involved.
Also, us trying to capture her, we had no rope or anything with us, and it would have just caused us to risk our own lives while trying to continue the
Yeah.
mission.
Oh, don't get me wrong. You made the right choice on the battlefield. But do you realize how much shit you guys are in.
Yeah, we kind of do.
I've been like that before. I have an understanding.
You realize that you guys are still under probation.
Mm-hmm.
There's a good chance they just straight up execute you two. And me too.
She is second in line for the family heir.
Second.
Well, it could be worse.
I was
Only not
preceded
informed
by
of
her
that.
older brother. And you let her die.
To be fair, during the battle, she did not attempt to save herself in any way.
She moved out of the range knowing she was going to be assaulted.
Listen, I know. From the technical standpoint, from the logistics, from all battlefield strategy people we've talked to, we've told them this. You acted reasonably. You did not inherently put her straight into danger. All actions were
Frankly, I was the one who
choice.
was in most danger.
Yeah, that's true.
But you have to realize, we're not talking to rational people here. We're
You're not
talking to
wrong.
nobles. Fucking crazy.
I am
So what do we
aware
need
of
to
that.
do?
I just-
What mission do we need to do to like? Yeah, you go.
Here, I have a solution.
Kill them all.
Say we died.
Oh, you don't understand. You are.
Yes. Say that we're dead and make us part of a more reconnaissance team. A team that goes off the books.
That's a good plan.
Or
I
they
like
could
that.
just rename
And they
us.
will never know that we never died.
They could literally just give us new names, new identities, and kill the old us.
Yeah,
If they so desired.
that would work.
Glad to see we're on similar pages. Stick out your arms.
Ah, shit. I stick out my my right arm.
He takes what looks to be almost like an injector gun and sticks a vial in the back. Grabs your arm. Ka-chunk, it takes out an inch of flesh.
That would legitly kill you.
Square inch.
Oh, okay. Okay, I thought you meant like an inch square, like full that you would die.
No, like upper arm. Upper bicep.
Remove your heart!
I
It's
thought you
like
meant like
that
a
deep.
okay. I thought you
So
meant like a
it's-
full square inch. Like,
Ow!
yeah, I put mine right there.
How often does the military cause people to die?
That's kind of the only other way out.
I meant in this fashion.
That's fair.
Or is that
Classified.
classified information?
Now we're Black Ops guys. Nice job. This is a great way to become Black Ops. Kill your Supreme Leader.
Kill your supreme leader! Execute order 66!
He kind of gestures a hand and the lab technician walks in. He hands him the 3 vials and the guy walks out. I must congratulate you too. That was quite a feat to do with so few people. Definitely have potential. Definitely have potential. And
Fantastic.
we'll be using you to full potential. So, what are your guys' names?
Our new names?
Oh God.
Ooh.
I didn't even know I was dying until about a minute ago.
Oh, you're not dying. You're already dead. They just need the bodies.
Oh. Oh crap.
I'm just gonna erase his name off this character sheet now. Are we gonna need to remember that our old names? Probably eventually.
Yeah. I don't know that name.
You 3 need to write down a new name underneath your old one on this piece of paper.
Oh my god.
Fantastic. Underneath?
Yeah. You need to write both
Oh,
of them,
okay.
dork.
I forgot how to spell my old name.
I remember.
Can you look at the fantasy name generator?
Yeah, please just pull up 3 names.
Derek had names like
How do I spell
saved.
paper?
No, I just come up with them on the spot. I just did.
The next important question is, how pretty do you want to be?
Shoot! This is like from The Witcher where they just... Sorry.
Honestly, that's not my skill set.
Average, got it.
Fucking
I would like to be-
attractive.
For my particular set of skill set, it would be useful to be not excessively attractive, but more so.
I don't care. Fucking attractive.
He wants to be as hot as you can make him.
Lady killer. Handsome.
Thank you.
Average.
Forgettable,
Forgettable, actually.
Barbarian.
Forgettable, yeah. Better. Yeah.
You just look like an average of your race. Like, if there was an average person...
Can
who's
we
like,
change race too?
I feel like that would be more technically complicated.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they can always cast Revivify on you, or whatever.
You mean
not
reincarnate?
Reincarnate.
Yeah, but you use your levels.
Would you?
Yeah.
Not for reincarnate.
No,
Really?
No, not for
You
reincarnate.
just get a new body.
It's just random, completely.
Yeah. Along with that, there was some debilitating curse laid upon us. If possible, it could be lifted.
We're aware. We're working on a reversal.
Fantastic.
Do we need a last name?
So how dead are we?
We don't exist.
Let's see, I think...
No, we still exist.
I think the story that they went with is there was lasting after effects from the toxins you inhaled, causing you to be bloated and spewing pus out of every pore, or something crazy like that. At least for you. He got vivisected and got splattered halfway to the moon. And the last one was eaten, so you only need a skeleton for him. Honestly, you guys wouldn't have made it through the battle if it weren't for the valiant last stand of Miss Friedi.
Are you kidding me? We would have made it through that battle. I say that too.
You're not making his job any easier.
I'm just like,
This-
wait, sorry.
This is the easier path.
I
You
know.
realize this, right?
You're not making his job any easier.
It was a noble sacrifice.
Your relatives will be compensated fully for your death.
What about our contact?
Also, I have a question.
I pull out my grappling hook.
Is it
yeah.
possible to enhance this to make it more useful?
You're
in various
asking now?
Why'd they even let you keep that?
I don't know. I made it down on the planet.
I'm assuming it can be removed from any videos footage that we showed to them so that he can continue to keep it. He seems rather attached to it.
That's gonna be complicated.
We'll have
Well, I'm assuming they're
look
only
into
showing
something.
a very specific viewpoint and he was in
Or they
back.
could just make a new one.
Just
and use
holds
that.
up to the right, and some guy walks in and walks out with it. Now, Henderson. Wow. Let's see.
Also, I like to appear
Mine's a little bit
human.
more original.
Well, I'm shooting for...
Which one is yours?
Can die?
You can die?
Can die.
I didn't care.
Henderson is decently average. And is it possible that they could show me just as human when recreating me, since that was mostly what I was, besides my horns? I look less demonic. Ha!
So,
If it's based on your warlock fact, you might grow new horns.
No, it wasn't based on the world.
Okay, good.
It was the fact I was half tiefling.
Oh.
congratulations on your tragic deaths.
I don't know if that's
I'm
congratulations.
sorry, but I can't avoid laughing at that. I'm just like...
Your funerals will be scheduled in times if you wish to watch them via cam.
If you wish to attend.
I don't want to attend my own funeral.
Unfortunately, attending in person is not currently a thing you can do, as that would draw suspicions to your identities.
Especially me, because I'm freaking handsome now.
Who the hell are you? I was his boyfriend.
I totally knew that.
I met him in the Navy. Worked with him on a couple missions. Not that
Now,
last
if
one,
you
though.
please follow this lab technician.
The slab technician?
Lab.
No, slab technician. This is where they cut you up
And make you into a
and
slab?
reassemble you.
Okay, I go with the technician.
Sometimes you have to.
He'll
work
get
with
you
your
started
friends
in
happy
new
to
lives.
see you. Ah, the warmth slab is back.
Oh, and we'll need that pin.
Yeah, I give it.
Shit.
I figured.
It probably wouldn't be very useful with us being Black Ops now.
I mean, I still have to talk to people.
And finally, congratulations on your promotions
What?
What?
to dead. Listen,
Fantastic.
you're off the books now.
Is there a posthumous promotion we get?
You will actually be honored posthumously. We've given you a symbol of the fleet, each, and a purple star for.
Usually you have to survive to get a purple star, don't you?
You mean Purple
We did
Heart,
survive,
guys?
and then we died.
Oh, purple heart.
It's Purple Heart.
I was thinking purple heart.
Yeah.
Got a question. Do we get to keep our money
It's their
from our previous accounts? Can that be surreptitious?
Those are gone.
Shit, oh my
You'll
god!
you'll have. Don't worry, your new ones have much more in them.
Oh!
How much is much more?
2,000.
Shit!
Dude, that's more money than I had when I died.
Yeah, because your parents didn't trust you with more.
Hey!
You can't argue with that it's true.
They wanted me to be independent. They wanted me
Sorta.
to be somewhat.
They wanted you to be independent. Here, go join the military.
Yeah.
Your increment is now closer to 200 per cycle instead of 20.
Damn.
How long is the cycle? Is that 2 weeks? 200 per 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I broke it up to 1,990, and then I put 90 silver and 100 copper just so I can have change.
I'm alive.
It's just
segments
segments of what?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
There is also the problem of we no longer have a commanding officer.
Dibs.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if I'd recommend you.
I wouldn't recommend myself. I was joking.
You will be reintroduced shortly. But for now,
Reintroduced?
enjoy your reconstruction.
This
And
is
you're
gonna
let
hurt.
out.
Oh god.
You're let out to a what looks to be a
They gotta do a lot on
darker
me 'cause I
corner
don't look
of
good.
the ship. You pass a few people in blacked out armor
Can I have some?
to
Obviously, I
a
can't
that's
wear
black
to
up
an-
armor.
unmarked door, which recesses, and inside is a bank of tubes, and along one
This
wall,
is
on the
gonna
other
hurt.
wall, is a couple of infirmary beds, and you're greeted by
By freaking Stan Lee, because that's what they did in Ragnarok.
I'm less worried about the operation. I'm more worried about the fact that they just have on the flagship a discrete room for reconstructing people's faces.
This
a
is what
creature who has
Mind Flare.
who has a squid-shaped head.
So, Mind Flare.
Yeah, it's a little thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
I'm
are
sorry. I'm so sorry.
We got fucking
looks
killed,
at
babe.
you, and you hear it. Are you my new canvases?
Oh, that's creepy.
Excellent. I was waiting for more.
I don't like that.
Do you have
Please
drugs?
join. Oh,
The hospital players have nothing better to do. They're from the end of time.
I know.
do you have drugs? Okay, drug us up so we don't feel anything.
Exactly.
please, I've marked it for you already. Enjoy. And you're led to 3 different tubes by some very stoic.
I take
Humanoids.
all the tubes.
No, like tubes.
Human-sized too.
Oh, okay.
Like huge tubes.
Like cryo chambers.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I step into my cryo chamber after stripping naked.
This is gonna be such a good experiment.
Also, just one other thing. Can you make me? How do I put this nicely? Well endowed.
I get your meaning. It's a common request.
Lose your titties.
I just want to be like an average, like 7.5 on everything.
7.5 feet.
No,
I'm
like
a
horse.
I'm being tall, idiot.
Like on a scale of
As
1
it
to 7
starts
and
to
a half.
fill, you feel a tingling. You feel a tingling, which turns into an itching,
It turns into screaming pain.
which, as it covers your mouth, turns to burning, and then, oh right, you guys, and that's all you hear.
What?
That's like hearing the doctor say, "Oh no,"
Shit!
Oops.
or "Whoops," or "Oops."
You know, we could actually be dying.
Do you remember how to do this procedure?
As you wake up, shockingly not too incoherent. You come back, it feels like somebody's took a spoon to your brain and scrambled it, and it's now just coming back together.
I know how that feels like.
Scrambled brains.
Your skin
One for my psychotic break
itches
and one for my major concussion. I know how that feels like.
close to the concussion.
Okay.
Your skin itches slightly as you look down in your different color.
Ooh, I'm green.
You're tanner than you were once. Your fingers are slightly longer, as if a piano player's.
I can do good things with these.
You guys
My
have
first reaction.
for your species, it's pretty decent.
My first reaction. Dude, I'm a barbarian criminal who's in the military. What else would you expect?
It is.
You
It's
sound
not
like the Marine who shot
uncommonly,
his steel
but
toes
it
with
is-
his 22
Oh,
to see if they're
God.
bulletproof. And then told the doctor so.
My intelligence is that low.
It is on the larger average of the size for the species. If you really care that much.
I really didn't. I was just making a joke.
Okay, yes, your request has been granted.
Your request has been granted.
Yay!
Do you guys have scales, or do you have like?
Scales.
Alright. You have iridescent, multifaceted green scales.
Good, because
Wow.
I was like blue and purple before.
Both of you do. You are almost matching. Yours are a little bit dimmer, and seem to shrug off light just a little bit, while his shine brightly.
Nope.
It would be-
Such a lady.
It would be considered quite fetching among your race. You are more average in most, if not every way.
Yeah.
You went from
You
somewhat
shrunk
average to
about
average.
half an inch to get.
You were perfectly average. Congrats. I rolled a
You're
10.
basically average in every way and almost utterly forgettable.
Good.
Can I put some clothes on now?
Such wonderful paintings.
I'm gonna strike a pose as she says that.
Yes!
Next nudes are on the internet.
I smile and look pretty.
He keeps all of these nudes in the back of his room on a wall.
This will be wonderful for my
No, this is the only
portfolio.
place that you can't, like, if this room was ever broken into, so many covert operations would be destroyed, because like before and after pictures.
It's to keep track of who you are. Because you've been
the
erased.
military can forget us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that we've done.
Oh, you haven't done anything. You are nobody.
Yeah, exactly.
How?
I'm a really well-paid nobody. Holy shit.
Yeah, we're really well paid nobodies, guys.
Was I like
Um,
second in line for the Turkin race?
Yes.
Oh my fuck.
Congrats.
You are second in line for the entire species.
Oh.
And
You're
we got
like
her
Princess Diana.
Oh.
So,
Who
out
killed
of,
Princess Diana?
The car did.
so out of curiosity, they said reintroduced before. Does that mean we're meeting with Friedi again?
You wanted to see my masterpiece? Come in, little one. Friedi walks back in. It's still pretty obviously Friedi, but the white is gone. In
Really?
place is pitch black fur.
Oh. Okay. I'm edgy now.
Is that really the first thing you say to us? Is that the first thing you fucking say to us? I'm edgy now.
There are lines of red through her pupils also.
Oh. Yeah, but
Had to work a little bit around a curse or two, but I think I did well.
Wait, does that mean the curse is gone?
Your curses are gone.
Yeah!
And you have
Fantastic.
+1 to all saves against curses in the future.
Oh, does that count for me?
You have +2 against all saves.
Oh. Oh.
Because you have a little bit more hardiness.
Yay, I have 20
Wait, we just have
intelligence.
+1 to all saving throws, or?
To all saves against curses.
Plus 2
So
to
you might want to
all
mark that somewhere.
saves, so saving throws?
Saving
Against
goes against
curses.
curses. You two literally just said the exact same thing.
I'm well aware. I passed
shit.
first.
I was
You have no reason to yell at me. Oh, shut up, you.
I have no reason to talk. I'm in a relationship.
Now you darlings can come back anytime. Please do. I have so much
just
more.
come back onto this flagship.
Okay, so now where do we go? First, I want to go to a tavern.
Derek, if we ever want to get back onto the flagship, we just start saying secrets, and we end up dead again.
Oh, no,
this
they
time
should tell you that
permanently.
time.
Oh,
I am well aware.
You're not wrong.
You know how when we killed the Tuscan, second in line?
Yeah.
We killed him real well.
So,
How much does she remember?
how much does Friedi remember?
How much do...
What's your question?
You remember looking down and seeing a pointed, a clawed hand sticking out of the front of your chest. That's the last thing you remember.
Good, just
Okay.
remember you shooting her.
What have I been
That was me,
told?
actually.
I was
I
have
shot her
been
with a
told?
rejuvenation dart.
So, like, since I regained consciousness, since then, what have I been told?
That you got cursed and had to be, had to be fixed.
Ow.
Does that mean her family knows she's alive again, or no? Okay.
I sure hope so.
We're just different people
No,
on
they
her
just
team.
think she's dead too.
What was I told about them?
They died.
Oh.
They died after you did, and this is your new crew.
So she doesn't know who we are.
It's not like
might
I have
you
the
be,
same
miss?
personality.
She doesn't know who we are, guys.
Wait, do we have different voices now?
The first thing I
new
said was,
accent.
who the fuck are you? Not, I'm itchy now. Who the fuck are all of you?
Oh, we'd be your new crew, I assume.
We be your new crew.
Your new crew. I've forgotten your guys' names. My sincerest apologies. I'm Henderson, though.
Henderson.
Can die.
Very.
Okay. Very.
Apparently this one has a sense of irony or something.
Just call me Ken.
Okay.
Okay, Barbie.
I can no longer buy a
Ken.
Kindle. I can no longer buy a Kindle.
Oh.
Guess what? Now you're banned on laser swords and alcohol and explosives have
Wait.
been lifted.
Yeah.
Wait, you
I'm
have
not-
explosives!
Yeah.
And alcohol. We're drinking tonight, boys!
I think I'll pass on that for a minute.
Okay.
Oh my.
I'm sure somebody will be soon to show you to new places, unless you want to stay with me.
Wait, does that mean we get our own ship now?
What
Because we're
is
dead,
my
nobody knows.
station now?
You are a sergeant.
I am a sergeant.
And what are we?
What are the rest of us?
Corporals?
Sergeant Friedi.
Is that below? That's below
Let me
sergeant.
pull it up.
Like your official ranks are
Oh shit!
like whatever's after private. I forget the name of it.
I assume it's based on the Navy ranks?
Yeah.
Derry's pulling it up.
Because I don't think private is actually a Navy rank.
It's an army rank.
Because there's,
Well, it'd be
petty
more like
officer.
Marines. You're technically more like Marines.
Marine? Okay.
Yeah. Because you're like ship and ground. There's the pure.
Or are we the Green
fleet.
Beret? Because they do ship and ground as well.
You're more like SEALs right now. Because people who literally save an entire planet don't stay in just, the common tack and line. Because you've single-handedly taken out, stolen, and captured people from an alien unknown race, and then back to that, immediately gone to a planet and saved the populace.
So it goes from private to private first class to lance corporal, corporal sergeant.
You guys would be Lance Corporal and Shooter.
I knew it was Corporal.
Okay, lance
Yeah.
corporals. Okay. No, apparently lance corporals are junior enlisted classification, whereas corporals are non-commissioned officers. Interesting.
I'm so confused by what that means.
Did you write it in pen?
Corporals technically
Yes.
count as officers.
He wrote in pen on his character sheet.
Oh my god.
I did.
You tempt
Why
fate
do
too
you
much,
do
good
that?
sir.
This is why he has this big bottle of paint.
It's much less big now.
Oh, why'd you spit it on yourself too?
Oh, that's what happened.
Well, now she's not touching you.
Oh, that's
I'm joking. I'm joking. Okay.
Just wait, eventually we combined will be the equivalent.
They let me stay. Hold on, my parents let me
know.
stay in the military after dying.
Commander Shepard, obviously.
Oh, I'm replaying all those games.
Properly close it.
Your parents would ever told you actually died? Simple that you got cursed and that
You had to be put back together.
you had to be uncursed.
Okay.
You have a feeling though, and that's what you've been told too, is that you had an affliction that had to be resolved.
Okay.
And that
You were sick.
it will be quite dashing when you get back into public eye,
Okay.
as there are no other black versions of your species unless
Yeah, they're all white and pale colors.
unless they're normally dyed. You are not dyed. You are naturally just black furred.
Dude,
Okay.
you could sell
You
your
are
hair
now black.
I'm gonna just every day. I'm gonna walk into the kitchen. I'm gonna dunk a bag of flour over me.
You do have some like white streaks, like silver
Technically,
hairs.
you could dye your hair
But-
white.
I could, yeah.
Yeah, that would be easier than dumping a bag of
It's
flour.
got a comedic effect of it, okay? So I just walk around shedding
But
flour.
what if it starts raining?
Then she turns into a dough ball.
Then it gets really hot all of a
I
sudden.
get a penalty to all everything related to
So
that.
instead of Friedi, she becomes Bready.
Okay, so I have my suspicions of how I got off the fucking planet, but all right, I'm going along with
And
it.
yet we know everything.
Yeah, you know everything, but I don't know who you are, and I think that you're all dead.
What are you talking about again?
Yeah, your first squad under your command got killed.
I'm pretty sure I would know he's my
Your
brother.
entire squad under your command died.
I'm pretty sure that's pretty obvious.
I held off.
Well, yes, you two are almost exactly the same color, even if you are a bit more dashing than he
They're
is.
completely different colors.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They used to be bluish, now they're greenish.
Well, no, I mean like
Well, yeah, he's
their new
he's
colors
a more
are
vibrant color, and I'm
are similar, right? You said that they were both similar colors, except for he was toned down.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
new.
they're basically the same color as each other.
Well, that's what I was referring to. I wasn't saying now. Like,
How do you want me to spell your name?
KEND-I. That's how I spelled it.
I'm not gonna.
I did it for comedic effect.
Names.
Well, I figured.
Yeah.
Okay, Josh, how do I spell your name?
Henderson. If
Fair
you
enough.
can't spell that,
And what was verse something?
that was the first thing that came to mind. Shut up.
Generic.
I should've named
human.
myself,
It is a generic human with nothing, with no
Oh, what's
distinguishing
his name?
qualities.
Lieutenant Johnson. That's what I should have named myself after.
Wait, you mean sergeant?
So, is he sergeant?
Yeah, he's a sergeant.
Johnson's a sergeant.
Oh, I thought he got promoted near the end.
He's a Spartan. He's a Spartan 2. No, he's a Spartan 1.
He's a prototype.
Yeah, he's a Spartan 1.
Okay.
That's why he's always surviving everything. Because no one realizes he's a Spartan.
He's also immune to the flood due to his plasma exposure.
Yeah. That's how he
Okay.
survived.
Hair is black. I guess I'm changing my features.
And your eyes are streaked with red.
Wait. So in the dark.
You're like a Sith.
In
You're
the-
a Sith, Friedi.
Is it glowing red?
So in
Very full. Very light.
so in the dark, all we see with Friedi is just his little red lines.
Yes.
Freaky! That's
You
awesome.
see irises of red.
That's freaky.
So red.
Well,
Red
to be
eyes.
Did I
fair,
cut my
our
pseudo
eyes are
powerful
pure
implants or
black.
Can I get them better?
That's fair.
What?
That's not much
I
better.
had pseudo powerful implants. Can I
Yeah, but
make
she's
them
also all black.
powerful implants?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm edgy now.
just wear a black jumpsuit so
Huh?
you feel like her.
I want it.
Okay, what's our
purely
next mission?
Wear a baklava.
Suddenly
Not
I'm
a
edgy.
balaclava, a baklava.
I'm gonna go find the commanding officers.
Just put a
You
baklava.
found a commanding officer.
She doesn't know our next mission.
What?
Do you?
I don't know who you guys are, but I was reassigned to you guys.
Yeah, but you don't know our next mission.
What's next, Captain?
Do I know what our next mission is? Well, I assume there's someone else from reporting to where I would
I
get
hope
that
we fare
information.
better than your last group.
Indeed.
Yeah, the guy in the comms didn't die very pretty.
The guy at college wasn't very pretty in general.
We're like, look at their files.
No, I still remember. I'm just making a joke.
Well, we got told how we were briefed on how the last crew died.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Ah, I see.
Well, at least you have a new pilot now.
Hopefully a better pilot.
Hopefully.
So I'm
No, I
gonna.
never heard of any crashes.
If you name me, I'll be in the tavern. I go to the local pub on the ship.
Oh, you just fuck
The
off.
ship
Okay.
does not have a pub. It's a warship.
You know what?
Do not have built it. This is not a cruise ship.
It's not a
Fine.
cruise ship. It does not have a bar. It's uses every single bit of space it can.
For weapons.
Weapons, crew.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm gonna like say, Friedi, Kate, what's next?
Well,
You guys get armor.
I don't wear armor.
get armor anyway.
We get, like-
Don't wear it, don't. That's
armor.
your.
Unless it's plate mail plus like 4,
Can we
and
look
even
like-
then I can't rage.
Can we look like the soldiers who came for us originally?
That's kind of the armor you're being assigned. Yes.
Good.
Okay.
Does it have any additional
Well, I already
bonuses?
have black clothes written. I'm fine.
Does it have any additional bonuses to the previous armor?
You get additional +1 to stealth.
Oh, sweet!
Oh, sweet.
But I can't wear it.
You can wear medium armor.
No, then I can't rage.
No,
You
it's
can-
heavy armor.
It's heavy armor.
Oh,
that you can't
okay.
rage in.
But there are some barbarian things you don't get for heavy.
Yeah, like unarmored defense?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not putting on armor.
It just acts as your armor defense. It's for looks.
Oh, okay.
And
I'm just like, my armor class is 20. I'm not getting rid of that.
it doesn't change your armor class. It's just to make you look cool.
Flex up armor. +1 stealth.
And it gives you a bonus to +1 stealth.
Okay.
Specifically Friedi's. Yours is a upgraded version due to the fact that
They
it
don't
is
want her to die
pretty
again.
common to single out commanders if they can figure out which one it is and try to take him out with a lucky shot. So yours works as adamantine armor, negating criticals.
Okay.
I rolled for it.
He doesn't have his fire debuff anymore.
Oh, did I lose that fire resistance?
No.
No?
Oh, so
It's
his
added
new
to
armor
the
has
armor?
it as well?
It can. Well, you can pull things from the
Fantastic.
old suit to augment your new one. So anything you had before, you have now.
Can I put temporary invisibility on mine?
You don't have that.
That was offered.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Well.
You have,
Uh-huh.
you brought 2
Crisis armor.
You're brought to a set of quarters. There are 4 rooms right next to each other, each basically identical. There is a armoring station which holds your gear and your weapon inside a locked.
Does it have a grappling hook in it?
Yours actually does.
Yes!
There is an integrated port on your left arm that attaches to your belt, and it is a box that's about that big that attaches to your lower back and acts as the grappling hook would.
Okay.
What kind of contraption is that?
Is there anything I need to mark down about it that's different? Or
It doesn't have a physical line.
What?
It has... When you shoot out the grapple, it attaches... You know, like Samus's lightning lash?
Oh.
It's similar to that, except for it's not visible. Unless they can see ethereal.
wait, so it hits something and sticks to it. It's not like
It's an ethereal grappling hook. So it reaches out through the ethereal plane and uses that as a tether.
Can I keep my Mac?
Jeez.
Calling out Titan. Stand by for Titanfall. See you in 5 minutes. But battle will be over by then. Precisely. That's how long it takes to fall
that's
through
gonna
this.
be much better.
Jesus.
It's like an invisible
And yes,
Spider-Man.
it can grapple ghosts.
It can grapple ghosts. Okay, I'll mark
It can-
that down.
It can hit in ethereal objects.
Okay.
Alright. I believe everybody's gone.
I think it's a grappling hook of sorts.
Yeah, I get something?
I shoot it at the wall.
Previously, didn't you?
Yep.
I don't think I've gotten anything, have I?
I don't think so, except for the Mac.
Yeah, I wish I had to leave.
Poor Mac.
To be fair, the only reason I have a grappling hook is because I went out of my way to make one.
You did get the augmented sniper rifle that can shoot additional
Oh, I do have that too,
projectiles.
yeah.
Does all my cool stuff just go to my brother?
Yep.
You haven't asked for anything.
I don't know what to ask for.
I still want a double scope if I can get one.
Just ask for a portable railgun. That would break
Don't
your arm
make
if
it.
you tried to shoot it.
Oh, your new heads-up displays do integrate a dark vision filter,
Okay.
so you can see up to 120 in darkness.
What about normal?
You can see it in normal too.
Fantastic.
So, do we still wear thermal goggles?
No.
Aww.
The helmet takes the place of those.
So we only have dark vision. No more
Yeah.
thermal. He doesn't want to give us thermal anymore. He knows it's too strong.
No, it's just hard to play with.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, I have to remember which windows have glass in them, so you
Which
can't
creatures
see
are
them,
cold-blooded? I'm
Which
invisible.
creatures?
I'm thermal.
basically.
Look,
It's just
there's a
adds
cold spot.
noises.
Shoot it.
It's easy to just say they have dark vision. 120.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beyond that, you are getting used to. You have about a week to
There's
rest.
no alcohol in the station.
And through this entire, it's
It's
not a
a
station.
ship.
It's a ship. That's why there's no alcohol, unless you are a admiral or vice admiral or some higher command structure person.
Are you gonna try and convince the vice admiral to go drinking with you?
You need to get alcohol. I'm kidding.
So as the week goes on, your
Hey,
skin
do you wanna get a
grows
drink?
less itchy and less completely annoying as it was previously for those three, as they were immersed in a viral fluid.
I make sure
Okay.
I'm still good at shooting. I do some practice.
Yeah, I'll join you. I get a +7 to hit.
You
Same.
can still hit a mark. It's not on target.
I only have
Okay.
a +6 because I didn't up that stat.
So, when I'm not doing anything, then I'm hunting down information on what the fuck happened after I got
She doesn't
stabbed.
know to come to us because we look different.
Yeah, so I'm looking for like higher ups, like, hey, what the fuck?
There is a after a couple days, you are given like a debriefing portfolio, which basically runs over what what happened while you were unconscious. The first one to die was the sniper, as he tried to rush your aid and was surrounded by the horde and shoot for the bones.
Okay, good. I died a hero.
You really weren't one.
He's the one who managed to save your life.
Okay.
There is a picture included of a very stripped down skeleton.
Oh my god, there's pictures?
Oh god!
Terrible! I don't want to see it!
Please tell me I got the same file on myself, at least.
You all have access to the same files to see how you died. An unlucky shot and malfunction from the canisters
From the mech.
shot at the mech ignited his ammunition, causing him to be blown out, and just shards of him rain down from the sky.
I want to see that picture.
There is a very convincing picture of such a thing happening.
The end result is just like a picture of red pavement.
You know what's sad?
My mech!
And finally, there's a picture of a bloated, hospitalized Betrayer with like boils covering and obscuring his features, leaking pus and ooze.
So they disintegrated me. They blew you to smithereens.
They ate you.
They ate me. They blew you to smithereens. And they injected you with something and let you rot.
Yeah!
Grace would save their souls. Jeez.
Please tell me that it just says that I managed to complete the mission anyway.
Yeah, yours was post-mission. That was a
Fantastic.
result of complications due to later infection and reactions to the viral agents that you were injected with.
Yay!
Viral agents here.
To stop the cursed.
Okay.
I managed to finish the mission, guys! All by yourself!
You also get the name of the company who made the robots.
Right, well, I did know that because. Okay.
Bob's.
Bob's Builders.
Bob's
The builder.
Can we build
Can we kill them?
It is a general store company that is
The builders.
fairly active in
Yes,
this region.
we can.
Can we
It
like
is still
hunt them
small.
down and kill Bob?
Okay.
It's like the elusive man just sitting on this station in front of like a star.
It's
It's
just
dying. It's like
it's just an old man like just with a rocking chair on his porch.
He actually looks like a regal-ish
Son of a bitch.
dwarf.
So he's not the elusive man?
No.
Thank you.
Okay.
He has a long gray and black intertwined beard and slicked back short hair. Think CEO cut hair, wearing a suit.
Okay, and is the picture with him like in handcuffs, or is it just a picture that was found?
It's just a picture of him.
Okay, so
And you're just like, this is the guy who made those.
this is the guy. Okay, and
Think we
so
can get there, kill him, and get back in a week?
Oh, he's already dead.
Jump on the pelican like Chief. I was sent
Hey.
here to stop you, but
okay.
We ended up dead. Just because she got injured.
Are-
What do you
are-
think the guys that caused was directly responsible for these injuries happened
Wait,
to him?
are we talking without her there?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, of
Well,
course.
she's researching our death.
Yeah, I
What do you think happened to the Bob? He's dead. He's long dead. Or tortured.
Probably, yeah.
Or at least kidnapped and some rotting in some prison.
He wouldn't be kidnapped. He'd be tortured. Well, kidnapped and tortured.
At the same time.
fucking like
This is an interstellar military.
Well, imagine the Reacher for family. He's gone. He's more disappeared than we are.
Probably somebody like us got a job.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
Well,
Actually, in that week, I want to make contact through a secure server back to our contact.
1 second.
Some
As you
of them are
finish
still
your
alive.
Yeah.
Give them our new names.
as you finish the astral composition, there is a certain man sitting in the doorway. That man is the next target.
Yay! We get to kill Bob!
he's going to be
We
disappeared.
thought you started the job. You should finish the job.
Can we just
So
lock the
how about
room and torture him?
I like it.
Wait, she's a cleric. We can just keep hitting him, and then she can heal him, and then we can keep hitting him again.
Wait, no,
I don't have enough spell slots.
just turn on the stun baton and hold it against his skin.
I have a pretty heavy grievance too.
We were thinking maybe a shock would put him back in line, or if your new officer, or your old officer, would prefer, you could just let loose where he likes to go.
We should kidnap
You
him.
should talk to her about it. Maybe it would be a nice bonding exercise.
Is this an any means necessary sort of thing, or is it captured alive sort of thing?
I think it depends on the
They just want us to scare him. They
Sergeant.
don't want us to kill him.
We think
No,
the
no, no.
family would prefer him alive,
Moda!
but the rest of his compound, which he's hiding in, of course, I don't think they care.
Damn.
They
If
were
we're
given
black
the
off,
name
we can do
too.
whatever the hell we want.
They were given the names too and told us that we'd better make it right. It's the exact wording.
Why? Because otherwise they're gonna get killed by hired hitmen.
Which is pretty much what's gonna happen.
we are the
anyway.
hired hitmen, just from the Navy. Now imagine
No,
the hired
I
hitmen.
used to be a hired hitman. Now I'm a soldier.
Who's doing the same
Now
thing?
nobody. Anyway, you should get that You should get a mission notification in about 60 minutes. I'd suggest you talk to your Miss Friedi before then. And the guy just walks out.
Sergeant Friedi, what is your current location? We'd like
What time is
to.
this?
I'm getting a drink.
It's like mid-afternoon.
Okay.
It would be mid-afternoon-ish.
So, I'm getting a drink.
Oh, what? Water?
Alright, she's not high enough.
You know what the sad thing is? Because we're not technical Navy, we can't be Chief Petty Officers.
Returning to my chambers. What's up?
As the communications officer for your new crew, I think we'd all like to sit down and get to know each other.
And talk about the next mission.
Play sure.
We don't know about that yet.
Didn't
I
you just
planned
go
it.
over telling us what we need to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did, but he told us the notification would come in about an hour.
Alright.
So that was unofficial. We don't
Let's
have
play
that mission
charades.
yet.
Okay. When and where do you want to meet?
You know any place we can get a drink, Dad?
Why do you think I was acting up?
I don't know, can I
Give me.
Oh, an honorable discharge.
Give me an hour.
Alright, tell us when.
You have a liquor cabinet.
Yeah. Honestly, I've probably been drinking every night.
Have we noticed that she's super hungover?
There's not that much liquor in it.
Depends on the strength of the liquor.
Can I smell it on her and try to go find it myself?
No,
Are you going to try to break into my bedroom?
You're not
If there's liquor!
You're not
do
a
that.
hound.
no, you
You
can't
just
smell it.
barely
It doesn't
had
get
your
bad.
death faked after being a criminal. You're gonna try to break into my bed chambers? Alright. So I can just haphazardly just get whatever liquor to set up in place. Just waiting.
Well, I mean, do you ever give us the location?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's like across the hall.
Yeah,
Oh, fantastic.
just be
Ready, boys? Fantastic.
Hey, where the fuck you get...
I'm kidding.
Wait, is all the locked weapons up? Can we get into them? Like, can we unlock them?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's our locker.
They respond to your code.
Okay. I keep my pistol on me at all times.
Yeah, me too.
Might just keep the combat knife on me at all times.
Well, yeah, because you can summon your gun.
Yep.
Her room's significantly larger than what her previous accommodations were.
finally.
Well, because she's now an officer.
Yeah.
Privates ain't officers. Sergeants are officers. Corporals are the lowest level of officer.
So, On a scale of what I'm used to what I was getting, where does this fall?
Way close to what you used to.
Okay.
Congrats, you died. Now you get better accommodations.
They already got
Nice
yelled
one.
at once for mistreating you. So
If I were her, I'd abuse that so much. Playing this character, man, this character is... if I play too neutral again, man, it's terrible.
Okay.
I'm just gonna weld them together.
What is he welding together?
fish.
Fish. Okay.
Alright, so whenever I get there, assume you just knock.
Yeah.
No,
No,
just
open
walk
the door.
in.
Oh, you just walk
Yes, I
in.
use thaumaturgy to throw open the unlocked door.
It doesn't quite work.
Good. I'm assuming you'd actually need like some sort of code to open it.
Yes,
So yes, I knock.
Come in.
Even in space, you can't escape it.
What?
This knock.
Knock, knock.
God. Don't
There.
I cast knock. On what? On the door ahead of us.
The quarters are a little bit small for like height-wise for you guys, but otherwise.
Yeah, me being like 7 feet tall.
Yeah, her being what?
2'5".
Yeah.
Not even 2.5.
Oh wow.
Do you realize I'm like more than 3 times your height, almost?
You come up to just about his knee.
Imagine like Gandalf in the Hobbit house.
Except it's a bigger difference. She comes up to his like his knee.
I mean, at this point, what am I used to? You know, I've already been around previous person before, and I'm around.
I'm assuming the height of the
Normal
chamber is
size
like
people.
4 foot then.
No, it's closer to like 5.5.
But he has,
Oh, cool.
he has
So
to be
I-
sitting down.
I'm kneeling as I'm walking across the floor.
So I'm pretty comfortable. I just gotta smirk at him. At them.
I am kneeling as I walk across the floor,
Only
guys.
5 foot.
It's 5.5. It's 5.5.
I'm 7.
Yeah, you're crouched. Not quite kneeling.
No, he's just walking on his knees.
Yeah, just walking on my knees because it's so freaking. Are the chairs small too?
Sit on the floor.
I'm sitting on the floor, guys.
That's funny.
I sit on the floor too.
Let's pop off something.
It's
How
the
can I
liquor
help,
bottle's
boys?
her size too. Is everything her size?
It is literally designed for her.
You got small bottles.
Not enough.
He starts crying.
We are actually getting paid as much as last quarters.
Wow.
If you actually started crying.
Actually, if you look
Yeah,
at it
he's
as a
been
copper as a dollar, then no.
No, copper's like freaking maybe 10 cents tops.
You can buy a loaf of bread for 20 cents?
I got like
Okay.
pretty much half a shelf's
I
worth.
think a silver
Five
is like a
times that.
dollar. I think a silver's like
Yeah.
So, well, that would make a copper 10 cents, but
Well,
I still think a silver's like a dollar.
a copper then would be like. Oh.
Maybe bread's cheaper now.
Yeah, probably.
So
yeah, it is.
we're here, and probably
In
we just
medieval
barely
times,
get the
yeah.
notification.
It's only been like half an hour or so.
I thought you said meet up in an hour.
Yeah, it's only been half an hour. It's not even half an hour.
We have half an hour of bonding time. Shut up, sit down.
Cards.
I pull out a deck of cards.
I pull out my
Start
deck of
playing
cards.
poker.
Are 2 decks different colors?
Yes.
Fantastic. We mix them together.
Oh my god.
I have cards proficiency.
So do I.
I don't. I just care.
We're about to steal all your money.
Whoever said I was betting.
I put down your credit. I'm just kidding. You can't.
You mean like 1 silver or 1 gold?
Well,
You all
that's
came to
credit,
play
isn't it?
cards.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we have like
We can chat
a
while we
couple
play.
thousand of those.
Why the hell
Oh, yeah,
not?
this will last us all month of gambling.
You good?
I'm-
You seem a little bit tipsy there. Yes.
That means like 60
Wait.
credits
What's your
per month.
constitution?
Jesus!
Wait, what?
You don't get very drunk.
What is it, like an 18?
Yeah.
Dang.
That's a lot higher than her previous constitution.
How much wine did you just have?
What was your previous constitution?
So it was
12, I believe.
it was 15.
Oh, really?
I put one more into it for the ability score improvement.
It should be like 41.
41 health.
Or maybe, did you increase your HP previously?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, no, I did right then.
Jesus, she has more health than I do now.
And I have 22 more health than she does.
Suck my dick.
I don't have that much health.
I'm a barbarian.
I have a +1 con.
She's +4 con now.
I've got a +3.
I have +5.
I have rolled max at every level and I still have less than you.
I'm
That's
like,
sad.
I'm fine.
I only rolled max health last level. I've been rolling and I haven't gotten
In a
that.
little,
Barbarian, you
in a little
better not be
bit,
rolling max
you
health.
get a notification.
That'd be ridiculous.
Upcoming mission. Collection.
Collection. Okay.
I assume we all see Bob.
Do we have
Okay.
anything
So
that
how-
we can use to
So how am I doing the notification?
we probably have a
Implants.
PDA or something like that.
Implant? Okay. I'm
Well, we have implants. You two have like little iPhones that
We
snap
got a
out to
portable plasma
iPads.
cutter or something to go like cut into the side of a space
Alright.
station.
No.
So what are the details of the mission?
It has.
Like they're holding his house, pulls out plasma cutter.
It has detailed.
Cast knock on the eyeball.
It mentions that your family has requested the acquisition of a
And anybody
War
else we get to
criminal.
kill.
Yeah.
has notified the Navy of a war criminal, and they have tracked down his previously known location. It is a fortified exoplanet
Technically, he killed millions of
he
people.
owns.
Yeah. Oh no, he's everyone underneath him is dead, guaranteed. And depending upon Friedi's next answer, so is he. As Sergeant,
Well, we
ain't he
don't,
the one that killed, basically killed
we
someone?
don't have to kill everyone, but even if there's, one person that appeals to our sense of humanity, maybe they can survive.
Well, that is different than him. We will still spare some people. But anyone with a gun, well, if they're serving staff, chefs, if they attack
Yeah,
us,
so-
they're dead.
If they
So
feed us,
basically, just
they
saying
live.
to capture, send them in.
Yup.
So
Hey, Sergeant, you want him dead? You want to capture him? Hey, he could end up dead on accident. Misplaced grenade.
The
I will
Bibles are
bring him in.
I'm gonna
recorded.
take a step out for a
They
second.
know.
So pretty much, we're heading on this mission.
They
Yeah.
killed her last crew. It's her family requesting his acquisition. She says he dies.
No, because then we'd fail the mission. Okay.
if I
Just
personally
sacrifice
killed him, you think my family would bitch about me killing him?
No, that's why I'm asking if you want him dead.
Oh my god.
I ain't saying like I'm gonna shoot him. I'm saying are we actually going to try to capture him?
Mm-hmm.
Or is he just going to have an accident?
Alright.
We should at least try to do the mission the right way.
So I'm sort of scratching.
I'm planning to follow the mission plans exactly. Up to and including if they change.
For now, I say follow the mission as planned. We'll let you know if anything changes.
Alright. That's what I like to hear.
You haven't landed yet.
I know!
Well, the mission is planned. Okay! Jumps out of airlock.
Just take a fucking
The moment our plan is get
little
to
bitty shuttle.
planet.
Pew!
How to planet? Yes. Planet no.
So it does have some notes attached to it. There's about 40 guards as far as intel we can tell.
No problem.
There is a notification saying armory access unrestricted.
Oh,
That's
what?
dangerous. That's very
Ship
dangerous.
assets unrestricted.
Wait, we get our own ship. We get our own ship.
Capital weaponry access unrestricted.
I feel like he should be here.
What?
Wait, we need Andrew back. We need to tell him.
Yeah.
Tell So basically it says we can take whatever we want to blow this man, well, to blow everything around this man to hell.
We need bombs capable of puncturing any structure.
We're planning on doing the moon. Afterwards.
I feel like
Would be
the
capital
military
weapon.
wouldn't be very happy with us if we did that.
Oh, it's a personal moon.
I still don't think they'd be very happy with us if we did it that way.
Oh no! It's, as long as we didn't talk to the media or anything, it'd be fine. There just wasn't a moon there. It was just an asteroid belt.
I can't.
A rogue
aren't that
asteroid
powerful.
impacted.
Huh?
A rogue asteroid impacted a exoplanet. Not the whole time.
Yeah, but enough to shatter a moon?
Yeah.
Well, he said
Well-
there was no moon. I don't know what he's planning to do, but it's got a big explosive involved.
Okay.
That was no moon. You remember that?
That's no moon.
Why don't you just light speed us to the other side of this planet so we're in range now?
Hits planet at light speed.
Well, then both objects are kind.
Yeah.
I hated that. I hate episode 8. It's such a criminal.
So everything is unrestricted.
Do
Yeah,
they have
unrestricted.
portable railguns?
They are portable, as in they are attached to a ship.
I mean handheld.
There is a... Not handheld. Those are...
like a Black Widow rifle or whatever.
No, those are really hard. Railguns require a lot more energy.
Yeah. You can put lots of energy into batteries. This is sci-fi.
Carries a ship's core with them on his back.
Oh, stop pointing him.
Carries a Mass Effect core.
Are you coming in or not?
Dude,
Hey,
we
you want
have
to hear some good
information for
information?
you.
You want to hear some good stuff?
Yeah.
Zach, tell him.
So, along with the update, there is there's a class of what weapons, what fire support, and what ship you can take. All are under class unrestricted.
Yes! Let's take a freaking warship!
We should probably take a smaller stealth vessel.
There is a fourth category: capital weapons, unrestricted.
Stealth vessel. With a big gun, but stealth vessel.
Can we just cleanse the planet?
It's like the dumb.
What capital weapons are?
We're not gonna glass the moon. Glassing something makes it permanently uninhabitable. That's why the Covenant does it.
Wow.
They're also stupid.
Well,
It's like, oh, there's so many treasures here. It's like, oh, they're all taking you with them. Like, no shit, Sherlock. So stupid. Let's talk about Reach, of course.
yeah.
Anyway. So,
Okay.
I just keep, like, scanning the same thing over and over again. They can just tell I'm, like, reading it over and over. So what do you guys want to take?
Can I go down to the hangar and look at what ships are available?
Yeah, I have no idea what.
Because
I'm going to the armory and look
before
at
we
weapons.
can know
there
what-
is a list. There's a list attached to
Oh.
this of what equipment you can take. The ship lists include a couple ships you've never heard of.
I'm
That's
gonna
fun.
research those.
They don't exist, do they?
When you try to pull up the names, nothing comes up.
I'm gonna go and find the ships.
Alright, you find one that looks to be almost like a fighter class ship, except a little bit larger. seems to be capable of carrying a decent-sized bombing payload, and has pretty heavy ordnance, like auto cannons and turrets. So it seems to be like a long-range bomber.
So this government is absolutely terrifying.
There's no public name for this class of ship.
Yeah, no, this is why this
It has the designation is like R44-3.
This is why this government is fucking terrifying.
I'm gonna see if I can find all the other ships.
You guys
that I
saved the
could-
planet,
Yeah.
but we have to kill you, so you guys are dead.
So a
New games.
long-range fighter ship.
So long range bomber. It's a bomber. It's not a
Bomber.
fighter.
Yeah, it's a bomber.
There.
We're looking for a stealth one of the
Did you know my
unknown
dad? My grandpa actually carried nuclear weapons on his plane.
Nice.
He was a triple-rated radar observer navigator bombardier.
Wow.
They kept the plutonium core in a tin can in the cockpit. Before they knew about radiation poisoning.
That sounds about right.
My grandfather was a sergeant who taught everyone how to blow shit up.
Sounds like fun.
Well,
And then my great-grandfather was a devil in baggy pants from World War II.
Yeah.
They would jump out of planes and go behind the enemy line and pop, rip off their head with a piano string.
Oh!
Yeah, my grandpa was a major, but he got sent to Vietnam for pissing off a general. He refused to fly a plane that if he'd flown it would have resulted in in-flight fire. So he got sent to Vietnam as a forward air controller. And he did great there too.
Anyway, so there's only like 3 that were completely unknown to you. That's one of them. Another one seems to be a moderate strike craft. So
like a fighter?
No. Think more like a gunship.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So like a.
Can we take more than one ship?
We only
we
have
only
one
have
pilot.
5 people.
Can't we recruit other people?
I don't think we can. We don't exist, remember?
Aren't there other people who don't exist?
I think they're busy.
We're generally pretty busy.
Dead people are pretty busy.
There's no rest for the wicked.
I know.
And the final one is, it has a note of being under construction.
Ah, fine. Wait, why is it on the list of things we can take then?
Let's take it.
Due to be completed in 2 weeks.
Oh,
We could take it.
What's it?
what is it?
It would be. It's sort of the size of a small freighter, but has a single bow to stern, like front to back, capital ship railgun, and then it has
This one.
it has advanced stealth capabilities.
We're taking this one.
I don't care if we have to wait 2 weeks. We're taking
We're
it.
taking this one.
So, Sergeant, I think at least us 3 are determined to take that one.
I'm the pilot. I'm the one who's flying. We're taking this one.
Okay. So now that we've decided that, now we gotta go decide what weapons we want.
It has a backwards sweeping crescent wing shape.
So we can sneak in and then just let loose.
Is it stealth capabilities being more like the Normandy stealth or more like Covenant stealth?
More like active radar deceivers, and so it like spoofs it.
So Normandy.
So a little bit more like Normandy.
Yeah.
If you look out the window and are close enough, you can see it.
No, yeah, that's how the Normandy works.
But if you're close enough to see a ship, you're dead
Yeah.
because there's guns on the ship.
Especially if it's got a capital ship's railgun. You're dead. It's like a small
have
version of the
plans?
UNSC MAC cannon.
Do we have plans for the base that he's on? For his thing?
I highly doubt that.
I do too, but it'd be nice to have.
Is it in the notes? Is there an attachment for blueprints to the base? Actually,
Should we do some reconnaissance for
we
those
could.
2 weeks?
In those 2 weeks, we could go asking the people that built, find the company that built it, depending upon if they're still alive
Unless
or
they're
not.
like the Russians. You will never build something this great blind you.
Huh?
Yep.
The mosque, or I think it's a mosque, in Moscow, I think.
They blinded the builders so they could never build something that great again.
Yeah,
Wow.
they really did.
Wow.
So, now it's time to go pick out some weapons. I'm thinking silenced weapons.
You can throw a silencer on anything.
One of the most violent things I can get
But
without
the only weapons
actually
you can
getting a
silence are
gun.
ballistic weapons.
Right.
Anything that's technically not a
My
gun.
gun is basically silent. You could
There
spend 2
is a
weeks weapon
lethal
training.
version of your stun baton.
A what version?
Shit!
There's a lethal version of your stun baton.
Cool, I'm taking that.
So basically,
Don't let her get close.
it has a series of studs along a rod, and whenever two are connected with flesh or armor, it sends a high current through them.
Okay.
Except for like 40 amps.
So,
It's
lethal
crazy.
lethal stun
This is
baton.
what the ship progress.
Lethal baton, I'll just call it.
Oh,
And
so
how many
almost like
uses?
the,
The little nose thing is the end of the cannon.
How many uses does that have?
The cannon?
The baton.
The lethal baton.
As many as you want. It is.
Like
It-
it's
it's-
a giant rodent.
It's
Get out
just
of
a
the hole
melee
and we can get in there.
It's like a mace.
Oh, okay.
I think we should stealth approach. Get
So
the
it's
guy,
a
get us on the
maze.
ground, leave one in the ship,
So
and
it has
then
basically it does
I have one
a
job.
D8 of
being
damage
pilot.
plus your strength,
D.
and then once or 3 times per short rest you can discharge 8d8 on an attack
Question.
as if smite.
Spend
In-
another
in
D8.
this-
You can
You
discharge for
spend
4d8.
I assume if
Just-
the pilot's the only one in
You
the
do that
ship,
2
they
times
can
a day.
access cannons, yes?
for 4d8.
And-
2 times a day?
or do we need a
Just-
specific gunner for the cannon?
You kind of need a gunner to operate a capital
So we
ship
can't
weapon.
leave just one person in the ship.
So if we are going to use that gun, we need to use it first.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
So,
We shoot the base so there's a hole.
2 times a
It
day.
doesn't hold that much ammo, but honestly, it doesn't need that much ammo. You have like 5
It's a
shots.
railgun!
That's the other reason we need to do reconnaissance, so we don't accidentally shoot the part of the base that he's in.
It's experimental.
That doesn't matter.
Yes. We want to see if we can find the builders. The builders probably still have the blueprint. Trust me, they do. Unless
they're
someone
dead.
bothered
So you
to.
work on that.
Exactly.
I'm going to go pick out weapons. You already have your weapon.
To be fair, Bob tried to kill an entire planet. I wouldn't put him past him to kill
I
a
don't
few
think he intended
architects.
to kill the entire planet.
I think he did.
Okay.
Okay, so since he's on an exoplanet, we're probably going to have to be going in defensively or offensively.
Unless we stealth our way in.
We did
Unless we
attacked by
stealth our
pirates.
way in. But I would expect there to be defensive
What ship?
systems
I
in
don't see a
place.
ship
So there's something that can hit
there. Just
quickly and
just shoot
hard.
like a 20-ton block of steel at that.
So I think we're gonna take that. What kind of weapons do you think we need? I'm gonna take something near in between the lines of a heavy weapon, like think the DMR from not the DMR, think the saw from Halo, or
You don't want the Spartan laser?
once I'm inside, Spartan laser would be very helpful. And plus, we have a gun that's better than Spartan laser right now on our ship. So,
It's basically a ship. It's basically a ship mounted on a mech cannon.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm taking
It's still
something
like
between
cannon
the
for the
line
ship.
of the saw or a Gatling gun, something that can shoot a lot of rounds really fast. Well, you sneak in with take her, and me and Josh will hold the front line, and basically distract everybody else while you two sneak in and get the guy.
Yeah, because for all you know, I saved your life.
You're not the same person!
You didn't do
I know,
nothing,
I'm
Dave.
just joking.
One of these times we're gonna have to tell her.
I know, eventually we will.
Eventually.
The first person who does, I'm shooting. She does not need to know.
Really?
What if it's you?
Well, joke me! Hell, I'll commit suicide, bitch!
Sweet.
Did
Okay,
you
so
even do enough damage to commit suicide in D&D? Other than jumping off something, you would have to. You can't really shoot yourself or stab yourself to.
Cast knock on the airlock.
yeah, that would work.
You have to kill everyone in the ship.
Not if Not if you only cast it on the outer door of the airlock, not the inner door.
There's emergency
Airlock.
things for airlocks. If they are breached, there's a lot of doors around them to close.
Yeah.
Sure.
This isn't FTL. Where all of a sudden, none of your doors are locked, even though there's a hole in the side of the ship. Unless you have 3 tiers of door! Which honestly is a good thing to have. Control of doors is very important in FTL.
It is.
Okay, so in these 2 weeks, we want to figure out. We want to get the plans for the base. I want to practice with my weapons. Guessing you guys probably want to do the same. And then I think that's about it.
What is the
I would like
recharge
to try and find
16?
information on the crew that built it and see if they're still alive.
Built what?
The moon base.
They're on their computer. And it's just a black face with a question mark in it. Can I accept this Skype call?
You able to find that it's basically a prefab?
Okay.
It's like a prefab fortress, basically.
I'm assuming that
That is assembled by AI.
/ summon fortress.
Pretty much.
But generally, the one that's built there, the only known blueprints would be on its system computer.
Okay.
Do you know we can hack in remotely?
No.
Not that distantly. We'd have to be at least on the moon, if not very, very, very close to hack remotely.
Yeah, very true.
And it's mainly purchased as like backup places to hide out, because the way that it's constructed, nobody's left to tell how it's been built.
Because it's all robots.
Because it's made by robots that are then scrapped, and the information is stored only on the computer inside it, which is not connected to anything. It's like a closed resource.
Okay, so we just gotta make sure we're not
Because
shooting.
people are paranoid.
Yeah. We gotta make sure we're not shooting the spot that he's in, because if we do, we're effed.
Honestly, they might care a little.
They kind of want to torture him, I bet.
I want to.
They want information. They want to know either whether he did it or whether somebody contracted him to do it.
Probably.
That's what they want to know.
We can always torture him ourselves.
If we find that information, they won't need to.
Fair enough.
We just don't blow up his computer system.
We need to download his computer system.
Hard to aim for something that we can't see,
Or no for
and
it.
it's hard to avoid something we can't see.
Right.
Apparently.
That's why I was trying to get those plans.
Yeah, but we're just gonna have to blow a hole in the side of it. Just pick like a corner and blow up the corner.
When we find wherever the turrets are based, he's going to have turrets. He has his own private moon. He's going to have turrets
Well,
attached.
then he probably has anti-craft weapons as well.
That's why we blow them up.
If
The
we get
anti-craft
close
weapons-
enough, the anti-craft weapons can't do anything.
We have stealth systems. They probably don't last very long, but if we can put someone or multiple people on the ground to disable the anti-craft weapons, that would help.
What if we
There's 4.
put people on the ground and then we, like, away from the base and we had them stealth up to it?
We put
And
one
then
of us out
disable
there.
the anti-craft weapons.
I would have to be one of those people on the ground just because I have the highest stealth than you in the party.
We also
I've got a
have
stealth of 6.
Mine's 7.
Nice.
Singers.
4 parties.
I have 9.
We don't have enough party members to split the party.
Well, we do. 2 on the ship, 2 on the ground.
Well, where do you want your communications expert?
Me and Josh are going to go to the ground.
I
Friedi's
figured.
going to have to try to man the gun.
To be fair, I am the pilot.
The thing I don't have from
I'll teach you in these 2 weeks.
I will refuse to learn.
Why?
I already decided she does not use guns. Period. She accepts.
Well, you can't pilot the ship.
Well,
Yeah.
then I guess you're staying on the ship and she's going with him.
She's going to die again.
It's okay, we can bring her back again.
Plus, her stealth sucks.
That is true. That's something that is not any better.
Well, I'm the pilot and he's the gunner, so either we put the entire ship down and all go and disable the anti-craft guns, or just go into the base. Or we have to stay on the ship.
Oh, boy.
Because the ship is useless without its gun, and the gun is useless if it can't fly.
I have invisibility too.
Yeah.
If I need to, I can go try and break in by myself.
Could you man the gun, and then I'll go with her?
Am I able to man guns? Do I know how?
I can teach you in 2 weeks. It's not hard to learn.
Well, that's not enough time.
It takes
to get
longer.
proficiency.
It takes longer than 2 weeks to learn how to man this kind of weaponry.
No, that's fair.
It's not just like a shotgun, which you can take a couple courses on. No, it's a
You
really
can learn how to use a shotgun in
not
5
to mention-
minutes.
Yeah, that's right.
Here, this is how you load it. This is how you turn off the safety. Now don't point it at me anymore.
Okay. So,
What did in the first place?
Point there, pull the trigger.
Basically,
so stealth ship?
laugh as they fall on ass.
So stealth ship is what we're going
Watch as the little clay pigeon
If
explodes.
we're doing stealth, we're gonna have to split the party. There might be a better option.
We can either put
We
down the
go
ship
in with
a
heavy
good distance
artillery,
away
blow the
and
fuck
move
out
in
of the planet.
manually. Or we can drop off some people closer.
I think we should just move in manually. It's gonna be safer for our asses.
Hmm.
Especially because we don't want to lose Friedi again.
Friedi wants to do whatever is necessary. Going full in, blowing shit up, or stealthing is fine as long as
If you're,
She gets
if you're
the
willing
gun.
to do whatever's necessary, are you willing to die?
she's willing to die.
Once.
Okay, so we're gonna take the stealth plane, we're gonna land a little farther away, and we're gonna stealth in.
Okay.
Me and him are gonna take the first approach, because our stealth is 9 and 7. And then you guys can come in behind us.
Okay.
Because that makes the most sense.
What's your stealth currently? Alright, you're gonna be invisible. Fantastic.
Did you add your bonus for your armor?
+1. Okay.
So, 2.
She's a +2 to stealth.
Is that with or without disadvantage?
Without disadvantage. This armor wouldn't give you plus a bonus to stealth and didn't have disadvantage to stealth.
Yeah, I didn't have.
Oh, right.
I didn't
it's a
have
bonus
heavy.
to stealth, right.
Okay, so that's our plan.
I'm losing it a little bit.
We're not just gonna walk in the front door, guys. We need some kind of plasma cutter to cut into the side of that base.
Would you like some massive amounts of explosives?
No, they would hear that.
They're gonna hear a plasma cutter.
They're gonna hear a plasma cutter.
That's true.
They're gonna hear any way we approach it besides unless we get one of them to open the fucking door for us.
We just need one of those glass cutters.
Do you think we can cut through glass?
You might have a window.
No.
Of course not. And if you did, it would be laser security. Like, real life.
There is a device you could use that is a silent entry device.
Oh, really?
Oh.
I cast silence on this area.
Actually, it does something else. It's a version of Passwall.
That's what I figured.
We'll take
So it
that.
just rearranges the atoms.
Pretty much.
It's a device that has two halves. You place it on. You place them about 10 feet apart from each other, and then a 10 by 10 square of wall disappears for 60 feet, or until it runs out of wall.
So wait, so it couldn't be like goes through one wall and another
But
wall.
would that technically
All the way
count as
through.
an air breach?
No.
Okay, good.
Because
Magic.
what it actually does is makes it.
Oh, like
It makes
ethereal.
anything that passes through it ethereal.
Yeah.
Alright. So we're gonna use that. And we're gonna go in stealthy at first, and then we can hit hard.
Okay.
Sound like a plan?
I'm really good
And
at
we have-
blowing things
Are
up.
there any
I'm not
proximity
really good at
explosives we can
stealth.
take with us?
Yeah, we need those too. Like a sticky get detonator
We
that
need
can...
prox bombs.
We do.
What size of proximity bombs?
Not enough to blow a hole in a wall.
Like this much explosives.
You want like a proximity mine, a
Yeah,
small
yeah.
A proximity mine. Yeah.
We need to shut down their surveillance systems.
That's going to be harder than you think. It's probably going to be in the very center of the base, past like a labyrinth of robots. people.
Okay, that's probably faster just to go for his office.
Probably faster to go for his office.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. Then we wait 2 weeks and we go for that. Do we want to do that next session or this time? Because we still got time.
Probably next session, so I could actually do a full
Yeah.
map.
There's no way he's prepared for this.
No. This was
only
good.
prepared
This
for
is
so
mostly
much.
this kind of session for you guys getting back together, resolving last session's combat details.
What time is it?
9:30.
That's it?
We can play some poker.
We can play some cards, yeah.
Well, there's still more
I've only
planning
played
to do we
poker.
could do.
Let's play some cards.
But okay.
Do you not like cards?
I don't care about cards.
Josh, how could you?
You can even stream poker.
Or we could end early. I mean, I don't care. Either
Well,
way.
Yeah.
There's still more we could do as well.
What would you like to do?
So what are we gonna do in the next 2 weeks?
Yeah.
What would have happened if one of the other ones?
I'm
one
gonna
of
get
us
slightly
died?
more trained as a pilot. That's what I'm doing.
Practicing with
Because I'm
my
gonna
guns.
be the only pilot on the ship.
Question.
Practicing
What
with
would
my
happen
guns
if,
and then the
me
gunner
or
system.
him died instead
Depends
of
what you guys
Friedi?
want to do.
Oh, okay.
Well, if I die, you guys
She
are
likes
gonna have to
Friedi,
quickly
so-
learn how to fly a ship.
And it's pretty
She really
convenient that
does.
Friedi is very.
If he dies, we'll have a
noble.
defenseless ship.
There's a reason why, even at boot camp, they gave her things.
Yeah.
You guys, if one of us die, you guys are gonna be completely screwed. I'm trying to get off the planet.
Especially if I die.
I'm
Well,
alive.
then why the hell are we sending you in fucking first?
You're
we have
not
the
getting
high
off this
stealth.
planet if I die.
So you have the highest stealth.
I'm the only one here who knows how to fly a ship.
And you have the highest stealth.
And I have the highest stealth. Friedi can die as many times as she wants. She doesn't have a critical role aboard the vessel.
That's so kind.
She can technically man any station she wants.
Yeah, but not with efficiency.
No, not with
No,
She can do the base gang.
So just make sure that only one of you
Technically,
guys
all
die.
of you can do any station. You just can't do anything advanced at the station.
Like flying.
yeah, you can,
Flying.
well, you can get it. You can fly generalistically. You just can't do jump out system.
Yeah. Like,
Oh, so you'd be trapped in the system.
forward. We're going at 60 miles per hour in space. What are we
60
still going?
miles per hour in space, going to something 3,000 light years away.
Someone will notice us eventually.
Was there anything else you guys wanted? So you wanted the breach device, proximity mines, lethal shock baton, Gatling laser.
Is there anything?
So
An air raid.
It's a-
No kidding.
Some heavy weapon. Come with some heavy weapon that I can use that I'd be practicing for 2 weeks.
That would be the Gatling laser.
it is a
I thought that was for the ship.
fortified exoplanet. So
Your suit supports life. It has life support systems. Robust life support systems.
okay. So I don't think there's anything else we would need to worry about breaking through with the passing through the wall.
How many times can we use the pass wall?
You have to collect it afterwards, but as much.
Wait, but then it's on the other
Can I
side
get a
of the
stone
wall.
of silence? Well, not maybe a stone, but can I get something that just has a chronic enchantment of silence cast on it?
You want a silence emitter?
Yes, I want a silence emitter.
Careful. Be careful.
I hope.
There are such things, but they're mostly one use, as it's really hard to maintain that kind of magic,
Oh, I want to talk to
as
my
it's
criminal contact.
neutralizing magic.
Yeah, and we're sending a message to our contact.
Same.
Can I get 2?
Through an encrypted line so they can't. So the people were on their ship can't track it.
So
Can I get 2 silence stones of once
You
use?
can have one.
Yes, 2 sound stones, but you have to hit them together to cast silence. It's like those rocks that when you hit them together makes a spark.
thank
No, I mean the little ones you can buy that
Oh,
sound
yeah, I
like
know.
thunder and make a spark.
So
I'm gonna
Except
keep
if
are
it's
they
that.
silent.
actually able to reach their contact? And by extension, am I actually able to be contacted by my family?
You can. You're not able to make connection with your contacts.
We'll just do it when we're on the base.
That's what I was thinking.
currently there's nothing at your level of stature that can really. Your messages are like filtered.
No, I mean on their base.
The base
On their base,
we're
yeah.
breaking into.
The base we're breaking into, hack into one of the terminals, send an email, and then keep going.
Okay.
You would be able to contact your parents.
So I contact my parents.
What sort of contact are you making?
My plan is just to give a vague rundown, general rundown of.
Are you like sending a message or are you
Yeah.
calling them?
Am I able to call them? I would like to call them.
There is a voice option. There's a video option.
I would like to check up on how my family that I no longer have is doing.
Half family.
If I can.
You are not permitted to contact them.
I don't want to contact them. I want to have someone else who is in charge. I want to talk to the
You
person
want-
who's in charge of taking care of my death benefits that is getting paid out to them. Whatever.
It is substantial, actually.
Fuck yeah.
They get each of you closest, whoever you put down as your beneficiaries, you three.
So
They
the
gain-
contact.
They receive 100,000 credits for untimely demise.
No wonder you can no longer contact her. She received 200,000 credits for your death.
They're dead. Great. Communicator. Sometimes I can still hear some.
She's rich now.
Do you realize we just gave a ton of money to a criminal organization?
So, are you able
We might
to
have just
initially
ended the
contact
world.
with voice and then switch to video?
We've met the next
Yes.
server.
Okay, so and my voice is still the same.
It's slightly rougher, just very slightly.
Okay, so I sound like I have a bad cold all the time.
Not a bad cold, just like a mild cold.
Not a cold.
So you're like a little bit rougher.
Okay. Alright, so I contact my family.
No.
How do you? What's your family's last name again? How do you pronounce your family's last name again?
Psyche.
They're very sucky.
This is the Psyche residence. How may I address your call?
Kentucky resident.
This is Friedi.
Learn how to
Ah, Mistress Friedi.
Yeah, that's not a good
Lovely to
What?
hear from you,
Should
darling.
learn how to
It's your
pick a
butler.
sentry box.
It's my butler. Oh.
Who's that?
First split second,
Oh,
I
yeah,
thought
yeah,
it
yeah.
was
You
the
just told
mind
me about
player,
that,
and
yeah.
I was like, no!
No, it's your butler.
Yeah, she was telling me about it.
Alfred, is that
you?
All butlers are named Alfred. You know.
All
this.
butlers, all of them.
What's your name? Alfred. Oh no, this is another one.
What's your name? Jim. No, he's not. It's Alfred.
His name is Sebastian!
Sebastian.
Okay.
You may think
There's
that
only one of
his name
those.
is Alfred.
What the hell?
So, patch me through to my parents, please.
Right away. Darling, how are you doing, little princess? Are you having big adventures out in the wild?
Am I able to listen in on this call?
No.
I tried to have the
Phone lines.
No in hell are you listening to this.
Have the phone lines aboard like a Federation cruiser,
Yes.
Federation flagship. Yeah, right.
It's a flagship.
I would love
Hi.
to.
It's a heavy carrier.
Hi,
Alright.
Mom. Hi, Dad.
It's only one step down from flagship.
Well,
Dad's in his office right now. Don't worry about him. He's taking care of the business.
He's trying to figure out what to do with the $100,000 he just got. I'm just kidding.
No, he didn't get any
Any
money.
money, any money.
Alright, because you're alive.
royalty.
Because if she was dead, we'd all be dead.
I heard you got
Dead,
into
dead.
a bit of a scuffle. You alright?
I didn't know a little bit of a
I
scuffle.
mean, it was pretty painful, but as far as I can tell, I've been restored. It was.
That's good. Now, what do you mean by painful? Are you not at Zentho Overlook? That's a resort planet.
Reserve.
That one.
Wait, what? What?
Zentho Overlook
That's
is
not how the military works.
no, it's not. But that's what they told them.
Well, we were briefly sidetracked, but we're getting back on track.
That's good. So, how are you?
Just flat out lying to the nobles.
It's my parents.
Physically.
Do we know what kind of childhood you had? We're mostly ignored by your parents. And you had to learn how to lie.
A lot.
A lot.
I'm telling them that I got some cosmetics done.
You will be the next Zane.
Nothing too startling, I hope.
No.
We still have.
I got a tattoo and piercing.
Like a whole body tattoo?
A whole body tattoo. And the whole body piercing.
What?
It goes through the heart.
What
Ow!
kind of cosmetics?
Oh, just purely superficial.
I dyed my fur.
Yeah, dyed my furs.
Oh, to have to fit in with the rough crowd, eh?
My team is a little rough and tumble, so I need to.
Of course we are. Two of them are criminals.
War criminals.
She doesn't know that anymore. They respect me. They respect me.
You actually.
Like that the previous group never showed you any respect.
We totally didn't.
I showed her some towards the end. As she was dying.
And as she was dying. I respect her by shooting her.
Yeah, she was gonna stay dead.
You know what? Actually, fuck you. I don't care that you died anyway. I'm going to retire happily on the resort planet. I'm going to get a harem.
Reverse harem.
What?
Reverse harem. And harem.
It is a reverse harem.
Male.
It's like when there's a bunch of guys in
But what's it called?
A reverse harem.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
I feel like there would be a word for that.
It's a reverse harem.
Derek's now looking
Well,
this
you
up.
can let me see
I
these
haven't
cosmetics.
touched my keyboard.
Yeah.
The systems, we just pass through a bit of interference. I'll update you when I can.
Alright.
Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god.
After I discover the rough idea of how the moon base was built, can I start practicing on wiretapping all of my fellow teammates' headsets? Potentially.
You realize hers is implanted in her head, right?
So is mine.
So how are we gonna wiretap her head?
He's not getting close enough to me to tap my headset.
Oh my god.
Well, I don't have to if I just set them to always be recording and and sending it just to me.
Give me a hacking check.
Can it be contested by my hacking check?
Oh no, it has a DC.
I'm assuming it's basically impossible to see.
Question, is there any die on this ship?
So, is it just proficiency, or was it also intelligence again?
Plus intelligence.
Okay, so that'd be 22.
Fails.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I could easily
It's almost
roll
like it's a
that.
Black Ops helmet not meant to be hacked.
I'm fully aware of that.
DC's 35.
Oh, Jesus. I could beat
You
that with
are
my stealth in one of my
never
campaigns.
You'd have to
My
be
stealth could beat that.
very specialized.
I was level.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
So,
you're also like level 17.
Yeah.
I'm taking 2 beats just to get into this helmet.
I don't think there's a feat that gives you more hacking.
You can take
is there
expertise.
any die on
I
this
mean, I
ship?
already have expertise, and
Oh, I
that would
know.
help me.
Is there any die?
Well, I'd have to be max level
not
and
really.
expertise.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
You
max
can
intelligence.
request some from the quartermaster.
Okay, so is there any way that I can obscure my eyes or make them look a little bit more?
No. Because that would interrupt with your aim, so no contacts.
Okay.
Unless the medical.
Okay.
Except your
like
family. You can contact your family.
2 days later, I send just like a low resolution picture.
No. You take high resolution and you ask them to change your eyes back to what they were.
Yeah, that would be.
I got contacts. I dripped dye into my eyes.
Yeah. Honestly.
Pretty much immediately after you send out a version of you with jet black fur and red eyes, you get a call from your parents' estate.
No, really.
What was
I
that?
not want to be in this call.
Which one was that?
Picking up.
Mistress, I think your father wishes to speak with you.
Oh, please tell me I'm in the same room as you.
No, you.
No.
You can try to listen in.
How?
Would you like me to put him on, or say you didn't pick up?
Say you didn't pick up. Say you didn't pick up.
Oh my god.
Say that you went on your next mission already. You're busy.
Sorry, I'm headed out on a mission. I have about 30 seconds to talk. Bye.
For reference, you look like the literal devil.
It's just cosmetic. Everything's superficial.
Yeah.
Like, if there was a symbol for absolute corruption, it kind of looks like you.
Yay.
You look like a satanic worshiper.
I mean, I'm the rebel child.
Also, I'm taking some satchel charges. We might need them.
Oh
Sure,
my
that's
God.
totally why you're taking them.
We might
How many
need
days has this been? Since 2? Do you pass it on? Do you tell him to pass it to your father?
You
Oh,
didn't pick
boy.
up. You didn't pick up.
I don't. Do I?
You're busy. You're on a mission.
I guess I want to speak with my father.
Passing him through.
When the butler
What?
sounds apprehensive.
Just why? How is this ever gonna be? The press are gonna have a field day with this. Son of daughter of emperor,
Son of
Worships-
an emperor.
evil, betrays oath. What will your order think?
What? I'm trying to keep up an appearance. I'm keeping this on.
Definitely have an appearance, all right.
You should have just said you were busy.
Look, I'm attending.
I didn't have a choice in the matter.
Oh my god. I'll be fixing it in a couple weeks. Okay.
Better.
Good luck with that. I need you to dye my hair and my eyes.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to do about my eyes, honestly.
Just wear contacts.
All the time.
All the
Never
time.
take them out.
Look, please tell me you're not in a public-facing area right now.
I'm not even close.
And I
Very.
don't plan to be.
I just wanted to try something different.
I'm going
Got
to
different.
You're going to my rebellious phase, Daddy.
I want to be gone. Let me be gone.
That's not the worst of it either. I just got this word from a certain friend inside that area. Told me something unique. that you've also gotten.
Mm-hmm.
When were you going to tell us about the implants?
Oh.
I didn't get zoned out there for a second.
That was my bad. I was intending to put through a message.
Just what sort of implants are they? Are you unhappy with your body? I mean, what?
I'm thinking like implants when you say that.
That is what he just implied.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
Those are implants.
No, it's not. Can I remind you that my constitution just now 18?
Her constitution was greatly increased. It's a different kind of implant.
I did not want to know that. I did
You
not
know what?
want
No,
to
I'm
think
gonna
it's that
let you come to whatever conclusion you want.
There is no victory.
Just what did you do to yourself? First you died, you fur, then you change your eyes, and now what? What
And
else?
now your bones are made of titanium. Now you're wearing a Mjolnir armor.
That's closer.
Now you got kidnapped as a child. I don't know why they're in that order.
Oh god. Hold on. Okay. Maybe if I hadn't been sent off into the military, then I wouldn't have changed so much. Huh?
It was supposed to be setting you up for a good political position, not gallivanting off to the corners. What? Are you telling us you're not even... Where are you?
Out.
Out!
Click.
I did not hang up on the fucking emperor. I did not hang up on the fucking...
That's what I would do.
If I'd gotten a 4, then I would have been fully
And the princess
hostile.
gets
But
sassy.
I'm just getting a little bit testy.
It's like in
Just
Mass
a
Effect
little
when
bit.
you're like, I'm disconnecting you.
How loud are you being?
Well, I'm not being quiet anymore.
Can I hear it?
Yeah.
I would like to eavesdrop.
I'm just like walking down the corridor hearing the shouting, seeing you
You
like
guys
leaning
have
against the
rooms
wall.
like this. Like,
I'm gonna join in and lean against the wall too.
We're all just leaning against the wall.
just hanging outside the door. What? What do you mean by out? You're supposed to be in the core.
I decided to take a mission, okay?
You've been what?
How does she think that she got injured?
Maybe they think she fell down the stairs or something.
I don't know.
And that changed her eye color?
She got spaced.
What have you been doing?
She got the flu and it changed
Nonsense.
her eyes.
Reconnaissance. You've been out. You've been out
Well, to be fair, it's not entirely right.
trudging through mud, looking at people.
Now trudging through corpses.
Well, there was mud.
Oh,
How are you supposed to learn how to run something if they have you out playing all day?
Sure, because people usually die when they're playing.
When the Emperor plays, yes.
You're not wrong.
Ah, you beat me at chess. You're dead now. Oh, shit.
I didn't ask to be in charge.
Meet me in charge.
Friedi, you were born in charge. It's not a choice.
Born in charge.
What's your charisma again?
Now it's 14.
They really thought she'd be not going into battle after joining the military?
Like, yeah. I know, right?
I don't know what they were thinking.
At this point,
They
you hear
expect
whispering
to
outside your
find-
door.
At this point, well,
No, we're just using the headset. Just kidding.
at this point,
Oh, on a completely, like, the next line over, you hear us talking quietly to each
I was-
other.
Yes, just lies and
honestly, I'm surprised that they didn't know that I was cursed, and that I was and that
well, they thought you were on a resort.
So, but at this point, I'm
Well,
mostly
so
lying to
it's
spite
a resort
them.
without
I'm mostly
shore
lying because I'm mad.
Without sick leave.
Shore leave or sick leave.
I am a brat.
And you don't get shore leave if you've been in the military this long.
Oh my god.
Well, it depends upon if you are royal. Then you get whatever.
No, then
you
she
can pay
gets
for.
thrown into planets full of cursed things and dies.
No, Tina got
How
thrown
did they
into
get
a
this
planet.
mission
She
without
got
them
dragged.
finding out that I was attacked?
They didn't tell them.
Who is they? Who is they?
The
Military.
military didn't tell dick to your parents. Are you kidding me?
You know what's funny? We
least
were
I have
informed
license
that the Psyche family told us about the wow, his current location. Okay.
Wait, question about the light lines. In books, the light lances, when they hit something, like, become rigid. Usually. Does it become rigid, or is it still just act like a rope, pretty much?
It acts more like a rope.
Okay.
And it's not visible unless you can see.
Yeah,
There we go.
yeah.
You know what? That's it. We're bringing you back. You're done.
Can I jump?
Nothing
Can I like
needs-
bust in the room?
No,
I think it's too late for that.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I knock
Too
on the.
late. I'm pursuing my art career. Damn it!
You made me do this and now I want to! You said I couldn't be an artist, you said I'd join the military, so I did now I want to. You can't bring me home now!
You can't stop me.
I walk over and I knock on the door. Miss, you alright?
And after he does that, I do the same thing. And I come over. Are you alright?
Who are those people?
I apologize. It sounds like I am needed.
Lance Corporal
I'll
Henderson,
be calling
ma'am.
you back, Father. Goodbye.
Don't clear off before she gets to the door.
I'll go join
Leave immediately. The minute I can no longer hear her talking about shit,
We all book it, go to our rooms, and lock the doors.
I pretend to be
you
asleep.
realize that she's our commanding officer. I'm fairly sure she can just open our doors.
That's why I pretend to
She
be
doesn't
asleep.
know,
I'll
right?
go to be asleep too.
You knocked too, you asked! She knows you're awake!
I didn't say anything.
I
Why
take
don't you give me a deception check?
I
What,
take
just
two
sound like
steps.
him?
No, to pretend to be asleep.
Oh.
I take 2 steps back from the door and I just stare at it, waiting for it to open.
11.
Ah.
roll the insight.
Okay, yeah. So after I hung up on my father, although
snoring
I
quite
did still
loudly.
say goodbye.
I'm standing outside her door. She doesn't come looking for you, I assume. Though it's
Yeah,
pretty
I
obvious
opened-
from your very loud and poor snoring that you're not asleep.
Yeah. How can I help you?
I'm just wondering if you'll be sticking around for the mission, ma'am.
Of course, wouldn't miss it for the world.
Fantastic. I would also like to apologize for my rude behavior.
I'd like to apologize for my eavesdropping.
I ain't doing no eavesdropping. I just was coming out of my room and heard you from across the hall, and was concerned.
And from down the hall. And from the next hall over.
Can I roll insight?
Does that mean I'm deceiving you?
Yeah, after all deception did.
Okay. 15. Oh God.
Inside.
You know what? I'm not telling you.
That's a 24.
You know I'm not telling you the truth.
What the whole truth?
And nothing but the truth?
That's all she knows. She knows I'm not telling her the truth.
Alright.
It was quite loud. My apologies. I did endeavor not to listen in on anything.
That's also bullshit.
Well, that's a different piece of bullshit. But you know I'm lying.
Now there are 2 cow pies.
Anyway,
Just keep the rest of you in mind.
so as you worry your
I will do my
parents
best.
away,
Yeah, I'm glad that I've successfully pissed off my parents. Actually, that feels like an accomplishment.
I go knock on your
I
door.
don't think Josh got the memo of doorbell ditching.
yeah.
You want me to join the military? I joined the military!
Now leave me alone!
I go to your door knock twice and I say, I know you're fucking away, bastard.
No, I'm not.
Dick.
I don't call him back during the rest of the time.
They tried to call you back several times and you just don't answer.
Yeah.
You just watch the
No,
phone ring and smile.
Pick up to the butler. Talk to the butler for like 5 minutes each time. And then tell him not to pass it
That
on.
would be funnier. Yeah.
They have to ask the butler,
Yeah,
how are
really?
you doing?
I'm not really good friends with the butler, but nobody else.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And then you
Probably
distance
nice
yourself
person
from
knows.
your family.
It's probably the nicest person in the house.
Well, to be fair, they usually are.
Anyway,
They have to deal with it.
My,
we'll hold it
Seba-
off there so we can prepare a big infiltration section between you guys next season.
Okay.
I'm glad we took another half hour so I could spite my parents.
That was fantastic.
I'm still down for poker.
I'll play some poker, and you can give me a ride home after.
Okay.
Okay, let's play some poker.
You're ditching me.
You don't want to play poker with
I want to
us?
express my artistic self in my art career. I'll take it out on my back.
Oh, I'll show you how artistic I am!
I paint in red. What other colors do you use? Red.
What other colors? Kind of a purplish blue.
It depends upon my canvas. Sometimes I use black, blue,
I'm still
different shades
I'm
of
still
green.
incredibly devout, by the way. I don't intend to break my oath. I am just spiking
But
Yeah,
it's
no,
darkened.
it doesn't affect the
Turns a
ability
bit
to us
brown
because
over
it wasn't a good
time,
choice.
but it starts really
Yeah.
red. Makes it hard to paint right.
Alright, we'll see you all next time, and as always, Kadu Imgelar.
And we're gonna play poker here in a second.